A lot of resistance that is being witnessed. Also, the second story that we're tracking for you is how India's battle-tested drones were supervised, and the testing was witnessed by Indian Army Chief General Upendra Dwivedi at the Bawana field firing range in Uttar Pradesh. And India's military might, viewers, is on full display. We'll get you exclusive footage of these drones and loitering munitions also. Trump versus Harvard. How the Indian students are caught in the crossfire. How does it impact the Indian students? We'll tell you that on the show this evening. Also, how there is trouble only mounting for the illegal immigrants, viewers. There is a nationwide crackdown. We'll get you the ground reports only on 6 stories at 6, viewers. Also, story number 5 is going to be Dino Moria, how the trouble is only increasing for him, his brother, the call records that have been established, that have been found out between him and the accused in the Methi River scam case. And finally, how the COVID new variant is causing another scare across India. The cases are only rising. We'll try and get you an expert on that. But first, we start with these visuals that we are going to play out for you from Bangladesh, viewers. Dramatic visuals that are coming from Dhaka as the BNP has been staging protest. Massive protest at the Naya Paltan in Dhaka was witnessed. Anti-UNIS protests are now picking up steam across Bangladesh, but especially in Dhaka, in the capital city of Bangladesh. There you have posters, banners, slogans, all being raised against Muhammad Yunus, who's the chief of the interim government. Remember, he's already facing pressure from the Bangladeshi army also, and he is facing an ultimatum now to hold elections, because this is not an elected government. Abid Anjum Trideep is joining us live from Dhaka for more on the situation. What are you witnessing around, Abid? Just show us around how the protests are taking shape and what are the demands?
The demands are, it is basically the political party BNP that they are requiring, trying to have the election as soon as possible. And they want to have the election. That is the most important thing. And they want a clear roadmap about how election will take place in the future. And because of that, many people of their team are here gathering in this protest. And they want the election as soon as possible. That is the most important thing.
Yes, if you could just show us around if the protests are still taking place, and just tell us that how this can be, very much ominous for, Yunus, because we've seen how the military is also not really in favor. And now, Yunus, before he left for Japan, he was also calling these youth protests, these student protests, a coup against him.
It is actually that much. It is about a political party that they are playing by this role. It is not the whole students, the whole population that are against him. So I guess that there is some information about the information that I want to give is that BNP as a national party, they are actually having a roadmap. They want a roadmap as soon as possible. And also they want election. And for that reason, the people are trying to hold some protest. And in this way, government is also trying their best to give an election by developing their country. That was their first goal after taking their powers. So I think that is the whole perspective of it.
All right. Right, Abid. Thank you so much for joining us on Republic TV with the inputs coming in from Dhaka on that story. Viewers, now we shift our focus to how India's military might is on full display and India continues to be battled ready. Now, General Upendra Dwivedi, the Chief of Army Staff, witnessed the cutting-edge demonstration of indigenous unmanned aerial systems, the counter-UAS technologies and the loitering munitions at the Bawana field firing ranges in Uttar Pradesh today. And these drones and the LMs, the loitering munitions, played a huge role, a game-changing role in Operation Sindhu. Remember, these demonstrations are part of a broader effort to boost India's defense preparedness through advanced homegrown technology. Now, these advanced capabilities are all set to significantly boost the operational efficiency. force protection, and also precision engagement. All these are the features that enhance the Indian Armed Forces effectiveness across the diverse and challenging terrains. We can put the visuals full frame, and these are visuals accessed by Republic TV, apart from the visuals that have been also released by the Army today. So the UAS showcase during this event is designed to offer real-time surveillance, target acquisition, and reconnaissance data in challenging operational scenarios, viewers. We are showing you these exclusive visuals from the Bawana field firing ranges and the visuals of those drones that have been tested and also used. The ISR drones are used in various missions that includes the border surveillance, battlefield reconnaissance, counter-terrorism operations, and maritime domain awareness. Now, this is part of India's arsenal for Operation Sindoor. The Made in India battle-tested drones, how India have used these jam-proof drones, 18 to 30 kilometers deep strike capability, cutting-edge demos of these loitering munitions on your screens right now. Indigenous drones, loitering munitions, firepower has been tested, and that was being supervised by none other than the Army Chief himself today in the firing ranges in Bawana. That India, its military might is on full display, and that India continues to be ready, viewers, as the Operation Sindoor has only been paused. It is not over. That is the message that goes out loud and clear. Now, it's a war of ideologies playing out in America's most elite institutions, the Harvard. The President Trump is cracking down hard on the Ivy League universities, accusing them of enabling anti-Semitism and radical politics under the cover of campus protests. And leading the charge is Harvard, as I said, now staring down on the barrel of funding cuts, visa threats, and legal battle. And in this high-stakes standoff, billions are at risk, and so is the future of international education in the United States. Viewers, here's a full story.
Immigrants are under attack. What do we do? Stand up, fight back.
Donald Trump is going to war, not with a country, but with America's elite Ivy League schools. And Harvard is at the center of his political crosshairs. Since returning to the Oval Office in January, President Trump has unleashed a full-scale crackdown, accusing institutions like Harvard and Columbia of harboring anti-Semitism under the guise of pro-Palestine protests. Billions in federal research funding slashed. Over $2.6 billion gone. And now a fresh move. The Trump administration is ordering federal agencies to cancel another $100 million in contracts with Harvard.
Everybody knows they're anti-Semitic.
Trump has called Harvard a hotbed of liberalism and anti-Semitism.
Said when immigrants are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back.
The school isn't backing down. Students are hitting the streets against Donald Trump's latest move. It hit back with a lawsuit accusing the administration of political interference in its leadership, governance, and admissions.
Our international students as a bargaining chip. He's threatening to revoke our school's hosting status unless we turn over a massive amount of disciplinary information and surveillance. This is information we are not legally required to give, and once he has it, he will use it for his own nefarious ends. He will use it to attack student protesters like all of you standing here today. Shame. The attack on Harvard and its international students is part of a deeper effort to defund and dismantle the academic world. It's an attempt to reroute our brightest researchers into private corporations, stripping academic institutions of their power.
The White House also moved to block new international student enrollments. Visas under threat. tax-exempt status under review. And a chilling demand. Trump wants a list of names and home countries of all foreign students. But there is resistance. Last Friday, a federal judge appointed by Obama granted Harvard temporary relief, blocking the administration from stripping the university's student visa programs. Still, the Trump administration isn't backing down. Federal contracts could be wiped out completely, with orders already going out to identify which can be cancelled or diverted elsewhere.
I think it's a real shame because I've met so many incredible students from the Graduate School of Education who are international students, and some of my best friends are from the international space, and I've learned so much from them. And I think when we start limiting the diversity of the student body, then it's really limiting the learning experiences for students, because it's not just about what we learn in the classroom, it's also about the interactions in the space, in out of classroom spaces and peer interactions.
I do think that cutting funding, not only for this university, but universities generally, is very ridiculous. I think that research, funding, intellectual independence are things that have made the United States strong, have made universities strong, is the reason that we are like a beacon for the rest of the world. And I think that undermining those things, cutting those things, is not only a bad short-term view, but a horrendous long-term view.
Trump's message to Ivy League elites is clear: change your policies or lose everything. This is not just a policy fight. It's a political war with America's academic giants, and the battle lines are drawn.
Said when immigrants are under attack, what do we do?
And for more on this, I'm being joined by Sudhanshu Kaushik, who is the Executive Director of NAAIS, that is the North American Association for Indian Students. Thanks so much, Mr. Kaushik, for joining us on Republic TV. Now, we've seen the crackdown that has been going on for weeks now, but in the latest, we also have the visa appointments being also cancelled. Now, how does this really impact the Indian students?
You started off this session by saying that it's Trump's war against higher elite educations. No, it's Trump's war against his own economy. All of this, whether it's the visa stoppage, whether it's the interviews that are coming in and the restrictions on it, whether it's about the funding and defunding of universities and institutions, basically what you're doing is taking a $50 billion economy that the U.S. benefits off every single year, and you're dismantling it piece by piece and instilling fear among international students who dream to be able to pursue higher studies in the United States, who won't be coming here. They will be fearful of coming to the United States. And I just don't understand why a sitting U.S. administration would want to have so much disruption, and not even the good kind of disruption, but economic disruption, where there are going to be college towns that are going to be lacking the sufficient amount of money that is being put in. By the way, when you look at the data, domestic enrollment in the United States had been decreasing for the past 5 years. This is why a lot of international students started coming in. How are they going to play them upkeep? It's going to destroy these institutions. And that's not just Ivy League institutions. It's state colleges. It's private universities. It's public universities who benefit so much.
Mr. Kaushik, also in the latest, before I let you go, there is this statement by the U.S. press, the White House press secretary also, where she says, Ms. Caroline Leavitt says that we need more plumbers, not LGBTQ graduates. How do you react to such a statement?
It's such trivial politics that they're putting in place. Caroline Leavitt can make a one-line statement and it can excite a very small amount of base. But I want to ask you this. What happens when the $90,000 tuition every year from only one student goes away, doesn't come back? What happens to that student when they're not going to be, contributing to the local economy? Right. You can make one-liners, but you can't disrupt an entire industry. This is really, really damaging. And listen, a lot of these Indian students that are coming in, they're not looking to protest. They're not activists. All they're trying to do is get a good education, be able to get a good job, and contribute to their family, to their home, and to the United States as well. How is this going to help with any of that?
Absolutely. Well, of course, that, of course, is a big question. And there are many more questions that are looming. But thank you so much, Sudhanshu, for joining us on Republic TV with your reaction and your thoughts on this. Shifting focus to the crackdown on Bangladeshi immigrants, viewers, the illegal immigrants. They were living illegally in India. It's a nationwide operation that is going on. They were later taken into custody. Many of them have been identified, documents seized, and they have been taken into custody by the police. From Bareilly and Kanpur in Uttar Pradesh to the streets of the national capital, the authorities are stepping up the action against the Bangladeshi, the Rohingya migrants who are living illegally on Indian soil. With fresh arrests and deportation drives underway, here's a ground report from Bareilly in Uttar Pradesh.
में इस समय ऑपरेशन तलाश के जरिए लगातार ये अब जांच की जा रही है कि आखिर जो लोग यहां पर रहते हैं झुग्गी झोपड़ियों में, क्या उनके पास वैध दस्तावेज है। केवल बरेली ही नहीं, देश भर के कई राज्यों में, कई जिलों में, कई झुग्गी झोपड़ियों में, कई हिस्सों में यह ऑपरेशन लगातार प्रशासन की तरफ से चलाया जा रहा है, जिसका मकसद केवल एक है कि आखिर हिंदुस्तान के अंदर कितने घुसपैठी ऐसे हैं जो देश को खोखला करना चाहते हैं। तस्वीरें मैं आपको दिखाऊं, जो लोग यहाँ पर रह रहे हैं इनसे भी देखिए लगातार पूछताछ की गई है। हालांकि इन लोगों के पास वैध दस्तावेज है, कोई भी इन्हें खतरा नहीं है। पुलिस से जब हमारी अधिकारियों से बात हुई, उन्होंने भी इस बात का जिक्र किया है और आने वाले दिनों में भी ऑपरेशन अभी 10 तारीख तक चलाया जाएगा। भैया, जांच हुई, आप लोगों से पूछताछ हुई है?
हाँ, आप लोगों को पूछताछ हुई कि आप आधार कार्ड दो। हाँ। और मुझे कागज दो, आप चौकी में पहुँचा जाओ। अच्छा। हाँ, तो आप आधार कार्ड कई बार ना 2-3 बार ले गए। हाँ, कई बार लिया। हाँ, कई बार ले गए आधार कार्ड, रात भी लेके गए हैं सब।
क्या इधर वाले इलाके से कुछ लोगों को चिन्हित किया गया है जो लोग ऐसे रह रहे हो फर्जी तरीके से?
नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं हुआ। ऐसा कुछ नहीं हुआ ना।
सब लोग जितने रह रहे हैं सबके पास, आप लोग के पास, सबके पास कागज वगैरह?
हाँ, सबके पास
है। तो आप लोग को डर वर तो नहीं है ना कि अब पुलिस आ रही है? तो
डर कुछ नहीं है, ये है कि आधार ले जाते हैं, वो सब फोटो कॉपी ले जाते हैं।
चलिए, कोई बात नहीं, पुलिस अपना काम कर रही है, डरने वाली बात नहीं है आप लोग को ना। तो देखिए, फिलहाल पुलिस अपना काम कर रही है, प्रशासन अपना काम यहाँ पर कर रही है। और ये जो मैं आपको दिखा रहा हूँ अब, जो इनके हाथों में देखिए जो दस्तावेज है, पुलिस कर्मचारी भी एक एक देखिए झोपड़ियों में कितने लोग रहते हैं, क्या वो करते हैं, कौन कौन से घर में सदस्य हैं, उनकी भी पहचान यहाँ पर की जा रही है। यहाँ पर पुलिस भी अपनी जिम्मेदारी निभा रही है ताकि पहचान की जा सके कि आखिर कितने घुसपैठी है, आखिर देश में छुप कर बैठे हैं जो देश को खोखला करना चाहते हैं और दीमक की तरह जो देश को देखिए लगातार चाट रहे हैं। यही नहीं, पूरे देश भर में ऑपरेशन इसीलिए क्योंकि ऑपरेशन सिंदूर को हमने जिस तरह से अंजाम दिया, पाकिस्तान की नापाक हरकत, बांग्लादेशियों की नापाक हरकत कहीं हिंदुस्तान के अंदर दिखाई ना दे। देखिए, ये जो मैं आपको पूरा इलाका दिखा रहा हूं, लगभग सैकड़ों इसी तरह से यहाँ पर झुग्गियां हैं, झोपड़ियां हैं, जहां पर ये ऑपरेशन इसी तरह से चलाया जाएगा और ये आने वाले दिनों में भी ये बड़ा ऑपरेशन आप देखेंगे। यही नहीं, अभी 10 जून तक ये ऑपरेशन चलने वाला है। 58 अगर मैं बात करूं तो टीमों का गठन किया गया 29 थाना क्षेत्रों में और पहचान की जा रही है। लगभग 50 से ज्यादा अभी तक लोगों को चिन्हित भी किया गया है।
In a fresh development, Delhi police has detained 88 people from Southwest District area. While speaking to the Republic TV, Southwest District DCP Surinder Chaudhary has confirmed that initially they have nabbed 121 people, and after the verification they have found out that 88 people were illegal immigrants who came from Bangladesh. Behind me you can see the visual of this very area where we are standing right now. Earlier, Delhi police team has arrived in this area. Not only in this very area, what we have seen that they have also visited Safdarjung Enclave area, Vasant Kunj South area, Kapashehra area, Sagarpur area and Delhi Cant area. And from those area what we have seen that a total of initially 142 illegal immigrants were basically found out by the Delhi police team since December 26, 2024. And in a fresh development, what we have seen that 88 people have been nabbed by the Delhi police Southwest District team, and what we are seeing that in this fresh development, the deportation process has already begun in the guidelines of Home Ministry. Because if you see earlier, Union Home Minister Mr. Amit Shah has made it very clear that those who have been living in the national capital illegally must be deported back.
Now, the desilting of the Methi River, a crucial drainage artery for Mumbai, is at the heart of a 65 crore rupees scam that involves Bollywood actor Dino Moria. It was just 2 days back when actor Dino Moria and his brother Santino were questioned for nearly 8 hours by the Economic Offences Wing of the Mumbai Police in connection with alleged links to an arrested middleman in the case, and that is who's called Ketan Kadam, which has already seen multiple arrests and significant political fallout as well, viewers. Now, Dino Moria appeared before the Economic offences wing today. And this is the second time that in the last 3 days that the actor was called for questioning. Among other things, the brothers were being questioned about their alleged links with middleman Ketan Kadam, who has been arrested in the case along with another accused, Jay Joshi. When Republic confronted Dino Moria on his links to the cash, here's how he reacted.
Mr. Dino Moria, do you know Ketan Kadam? Mr. Dino Moria, do you know Ketan Kadam? Mr. Dino Moria!
Dino, how do you know Ketan Kadam? Dino, how do you know Ketan Kadam? You received any commission in this case? Was there any political influence in this case? Did Aditya Thackeray help you? क्या आदित्य ठाकरे ने आप बताइए कोई कमीशन मिला? कोई कमीशन आपको मिला?
All right, so the final story of this edition, viewers. The number of COVID-19 cases in India has been steadily increasing, with Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Kerala accounting for the majority of new infections. And now, as of Tuesday night, the nation had 1,010 active cases, according to the Health Ministry. Now, a new virus subvariant, NB1.8.1 was found in a Tamil Nadu sample and sent to India's Genome Sequencing Consortium in SACOG for analysis. Chandigarh has reported the first COVID death also today, viewers. Now, these are the figures and the to-do list that we're running for you, what one should do in such a case. But now we also have a guest joining us right now on the broadcast, Dr. Puthu Dekane. He is from Manipal Hospitals. He is joining us live on the broadcast. Dr. Dekane, tell us the more details about this new variant, how dangerous it could be, because there is a death also that has been reported today.
Right. So we don't know much about this new variant. It is still being researched, and NIV and the state authorities are investigating it. As far as its severity or deadliness, it is more, any variant is more likely to affect people who are more elderly or who are more immunocompromised, have some long health conditions. So as of right now, we don't know for sure whether this variant is more virulent than the previous variants, but because it's a new variant, it's likely to infect all of us because we haven't been exposed to it earlier.
All right, so there could be any specific symptoms that have been observed as far as this variant is concerned, sir?
So symptoms have more or large been the same. Most of the times it is upper respiratory symptoms which do happen, like fever, running nose, some throat pain, cough. In severe cases, it can cause a lower respiratory infection and can form a pneumonia, and that is the situation when things get serious. But as of right now, we don't have any specific or a pathognomic feature which sort of differentiates this variant from the other based upon symptoms. These are the same symptoms which have been there for COVID since 2020.
All right. Thanks so much, Dr. Dekane, for joining us on Republic TV with your insights on this, in fact, update on the COVID variant. Right now, viewers, that's all we could pack in this edition of 6 Stories at 6. Live and breaking continues on the other side. Don't go anywhere.
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल, ये रंग दे, ये खुशबू दे, ये तीखा, ये कम पड़े, क्या निराला MDH मसाला।
विमल में गुलिस्तां के ये कुछ लजीज फरिश्ते जब साथ घुलें तो जी ललचाए और दिल कहे कि स्वाद की जुबान में खुद को ऐसे डुबाऊं कि निकल ना पाऊं। विमल की जुबान कुछ है ही ऐसी, मानते हैं? विमल, बोलो जुबान कैसी?
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला।
I have seen what it takes to report from the front line. Accuracy, urgency, courage, and responsibility. At Public School of Journalism, you will be trained for all that reality. It's not theory, it's live learning. Inside a working newsroom, from day first. If you want to report the truth when it matters the most, RSJ is where you begin. Course begins on June 30th. Apply now.
We don't just get you the headlines, we report on them. We get information from the highest level of sources. We get you news from the men in uniform, from those on the front. At Republic School of Journalism, you will learn.
Stop the scam, Rao creates uproar. Indian origin MP slams minister. All this and more on This Is Exclusive at 7 p.m.
Hi, this is Chef Ranveer Brar. Guarantee you brilliance on behalf of IIHM.
अब छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने।
इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, पर घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
पहाड़ों में एक हाइकिंग स्टिक भी बन सकती है। विमल में गुलिस्तां की ये कुछ लजीज फरिश्ते जब साथ घुले तो जी ललचाए और दिल कहे कि स्वाद की इस जुबान में खुद को ऐसा डुबाऊं कि निकल ना पाऊं। विमल की जुबान कुछ है ही ऐसी, मानते हैं ना? विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
दादी के हाथों का जादू और खुशबू से महकता घर, माँ की मुस्कुराहट और खाने की सुगंध। MDH गरम मसाला,
क्योंकि हर रिश्ता है स्वाद से जुड़ा।
I have seen it, what it takes to report from the front lines. Accuracy, urgency, courage, responsibilities. At Republic School of Journalism, you'll be trained for that reality. It's not theory, it's live learning inside a working newsroom from the day one. If you want to report the truth when it matters the most, RSJ is where you begin. Course begins on June 30th. Apply now.
I don't just report from courtrooms on verdicts, I decode them. From breaking news to complex legal verdicts, every word is backed by law. At the Republic School of Journalism, you will learn how to report on legal issues with accuracy and speed. The RSJ Diploma, starting on the...
Summer is here. Is your home ready for the heat? Keep your roof cool and your home comfortable all summer with Roof Cool and Seal. पसीना मत बहाओ, बर्जर रूफ कूल एंड सील लगाओ।
I don't just report from courtrooms on verdicts, I decode them. From breaking news to complex legal verdicts, every word is backed by law. At the Republic School of Journalism, you will learn how to report on legal issues with accuracy and speed. The RSJ Diploma, starting on the 30th of June. Apply now.
Stop the scam, Rao creates uproar. Indian origin MP slams minister. All this and more on This Is Exclusive at 7 p.m.
I have seen what it takes to report from the front lines. Accuracy, courage, urgency, and responsibility. At Republic School of Journalism, you will be trained for that reality. It is not theory. It is live learning from inside a working newsroom from day one. If you want to report the truth when it matters the most, Republic School of Journalism is where you begin. Course begins on the 30th of June. Apply now.
Yogi's police crackdown on criminals, encounter between police and criminals in 12 districts of UP. Crackdown on illegal immigrants pan India. In Bareilly, police launches special operation named Operation Talash. Bangladesh National Party holds massive anti-Yunus rally in Naya Paltan in Dhaka.
How do you know Ketan Kadam? How do you know Ketan Kadam? You received any commission in this case?
Republic gets inside details of Dino Moria's questioning. Sources say Dino and main accused Ketan Kadam's financial transactions are under scrutiny. And Gaurav Gogoi admits to wife working in Pakistan for the first time. Himanta hits back at Congress MP. Good evening. Welcome to Republic TV. Actor turned politician Kamal Haasan has defended his controversial remarks. Remember earlier, viewers, he said Kannada was born out of Tamil, a comment which led to a massive uproar in Karnataka. Breaking news coming in, he defends his comments and says it was out of love and he did not mean anything. He added politicians are not qualified to talk about language. They don't have the qualification to talk about it, including me. Let's listen to what he said. Now remember also, viewers, Kamal Haasan sparked a linguistic firestorm not with the film but with his words. The veteran actor claimed Kannada was born from Tamil, triggering outrage across Karnataka with protests erupting and boycott calls growing. The language row threatening to overshadow the new film's release. Take a look.
Actor Kamal Haasan has kicked off a storm, and this time it's not cinematic. At a film event in Chennai, the veteran actor claimed that Kannada language was born out of Tamil, a statement that has drawn sharp criticism and fierce backlash across Karnataka. While promoting his new film Thug Life, Kamal began his speech by calling Tamil his life and family. He then said that Kannada, and by extension actor Shivraj Kumar, were part of that family because the language itself emerged from Tamil. Watch how Kamal Haasan triggered this language row.
இது அந்த ஊரில் இருக்கும் என் குடும்பம். அதனால தான் அவர் இங்கே வந்திருக்காரு. அதனால தான் நான் பேச்சை ஆரம்பிக்கும் பொழுது நான் உயிரே உறவே தமிழே என்று ஆரம்பித்தேன். அதில் தமிழிலிருந்து பிறந்தது தான் உங்கள் பாஷையும். ஆனால் நீங்களும் அதில் உட்படுவீர்கள்.
But his remarks haven't really gone down well. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has hit back at Kamal Haasan. Siddaramaiah said Kamal Haasan is not aware of Kannada language's history.
ಕನ್ನಡ ಭಾಷೆಗೆ ಬಹಳ ದೀರ್ಘಕಾಲದ ಇತಿಹಾಸ ಇದೆ, ಪಾಪ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಕನ್ನಡ ಭಾಷೆಗೆ ಬಹಳ ದೀರ್ಘಕಾಲದ ಇತಿಹಾಸ ಇದೆ, ಪಾಪ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ.
Pro-Kannada organizations have erupted in anger. In Bengaluru, activists from Kannada Rakshana Vedike tore down banners of Kamal Haasan's upcoming movie Thug Life. They warned of serious consequences if Kamal Haasan continues to make such statements. Their message is clear. If he wants business in Karnataka, he cannot insult the Kannada language. Protesters even planned to throw black ink at him during a promotional event. Kamal Haasan, reportedly aware of the plans, chose not to appear at the venue.
Kamal Haasan ಅವರು ಇತ್ತೀಚೆಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡಿಗರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ಕನ್ನಡಕ್ಕಿಂತ ತಮಿಳೇ ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ, ತಮಿಳು ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಬಂದಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು ಅನೇಕ ಹೇಳಿಕೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕನ್ನಡದ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದರ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಇವತ್ತು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಕ್ಷಣಾ ವೇದಿಕೆ ತೀವ್ರವಾಗಿ ಎಚ್ಚರಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಪಾದನೆ ಬೇಕು, ನಿಮಗೆ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಓಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ, ಕನ್ನಡಿಗರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅವಹೇಳನೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. ಇವತ್ತು ಇಬ್ಬೂಸ್ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ ಮಂಟಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಖಡ್ಗು ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಪ್ರಚಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಾವಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಮಸಿಯನ್ನು ಬಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಕ್ಷಣಾ ವೇದಿಕೆ ಸಿದ್ಧವಾಗಿ ಬರುವುದರ ಮುಂಚೆ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಕಾಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಎಚ್ಚರಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಕನ್ನಡಿಗರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ತೀವ್ರವಾದ ಹೋರಾಟ ಮತ್ತು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸಿನಿಮಾವನ್ನು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಿಂದ ಬ್ಯಾನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಎಚ್ಚರಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ.
BJP Karnataka President B.Y. Vijayendra also lashed out on social media, calling Kamal's words the heights of arrogance. He accused the actor of insulting a language with over 2,500 years of heritage and demanded an unconditional apology. On the other hand, DMK leaders have justified the insult to Kannada language by Kamal Haasan.
Also, with Kamal Haasan, he made a statement stating that Kannada is a language that comes from Tamil, and now multiple organizations in Karnataka has gone against him, especially when his movies are being released there. Now there's a threat to it. So what do you see about his statement?
That is BJP's political agenda. Because Manonmanyam Sundaram Pillai had written that கன்னடமும் கலிதெலுங்கும் கவின் மலையாளமும் துளுவும் உன்னுதர துதித்தெழுந்தே ஒன்று போல ஆயிடணும். So he might have quoted from other historical sources. He is not a historian. But he might have read many historical sources to say this. But as far as I know, when Thirukural was written, there was no other language.
The fallout is growing. What was meant to be a celebration of cinema has turned into a fierce clash over language and identity. And unless Kamal Haasan offers clarity or an apology, the call for a boycott of his films in Karnataka is only expected to grow louder.
Viewers, Dino Moria being questioned in connection with the 65 crore rupee river corruption case. The Mumbai police suspects a direct link between the prime accused in the case and the actor. Financial transactions are under the scanner. Now there are inside details of Dino Moria's questioning that are also being accessed by us. Sources say the EOW have found connections with Dino Moria and Ketan Kadam, the prime accused. There are financial transactions between Kadam and Moria. These transfers were between 2018 to 2022. These are suspicious transactions between the both of them. There are more than 20 accounts which are under the scrutiny. I want to go across at the Economic Wing's office to my colleague Sandeep, who earlier asked questions to Dino Moria. Sandeep, what are the details that you are picking up?
See, as far as this case is concerned, definitely major revelations have been made by the sources in Economic Offences Wing. As we mentioned, that there are multiple such transactions between Ketan Kadam, who is the primary accused in this very case, and Dino Moria. Now, at this point in time, what we are getting to know is that there are multiple such companies which is under scrutiny, and their bank accounts are under scrutiny. Not only that, there are companies which are parallelly owned by the family members of Ketan Kadam as well as Dino Moria. And in fact, Santino Moria, who is the brother of Dino Moria, he is the partner of Ketan Kadam, and in fact his family members are also partner there with Santino Moria. Now, what is highlighted out here by the EOW is that as the company is owned by Santino Moria, but the funds that were in fact transferred were in the account of Dino Moria. So definitely there are multiple such suspicious transactions that happened between 2018 to 2022 between Dino Moria and Ketan Kadam, which has raised a lot of suspicion, and in fact it's been more than 6 hours. He is being questioned out here at the 4th floor of this very building at the Commissioner's office out here. In fact, on the 4th floor, DCP rank officers and the senior police officers of Economic Offences Wing are in fact questioning Dino Moria and Santino Moria together. So one thing that needs to be highlighted out here is that both brothers, both Dino Moria and Santino Moria, are being questioned out here for more than 6 hours now.
I want Sandeep for you to please stay with us as we go across. The questioning started, like you told us earlier, Sandeep, at 1 p.m. It's been going on for 6 hours. Earlier, Republic and Sandeep viewers were the only channel to have confronted Moria, asking him questions. Take a look at what Sandeep sent us earlier.
Mr. Dino Moria. Mr. Dino Moria, do you know Ketan Kadam? Mr. Dino Moria, do you know Ketan Kadam? Mr. Dino Moria!
Dino, how do you know Ketan Kadam? Dino, how do you know Ketan Kadam? You received any commission in this case? Was there any political influence in this case? Did Aditya Thackeray help you? क्या Aditya Thackeray ने आप बताइए कोई कमीशन मिला आपको? कोई कमीशन आपको मिला? Dino, how do you know Ketan Kadam? Dino, how do you know Ketan Kadam? You received any commission in this case? Was there any political influence in this case? Did Aditya Thackeray help you? क्या Aditya Thackeray ने आप बताइए कोई कमीशन मिला आपको? कोई कमीशन आपको मिला? How do you know Ketan Kadam? You received any commission in this case? Was there any political influence in this case? Did Aditya Thackeray help you? क्या Aditya Thackeray ने आप बताइए कोई कमीशन मिला आपको? कोई कमीशन आपको मिला?
Let me go back to Sandeep. Sandeep, you've asked questions earlier to Dino Moria that was about this, the details of what really happened. Of course, he's not speaking about it, but I want to get more details from you at the economic offences wing. Sandeep is going. Sandeep, go across to where the action is. Go across, Sandeep.
So Santino Moria, you see there, Santino Moria is leaving out there. He's leaving out from the CP office. We are trying to check. So here we report out there. As we give you the live visuals out there, Santino Moria, you can see in the frame of Republic TV. Santino, there were multiple transactions. Dino, you see the visuals out there. Dino Moria in the frame of Republic TV. So Santino Moria out there. We are following Dino out there. So why are you running away from the question? Why are you running away? Why are you running away?
I'm not running away, mad or what?
Why are you running away? Dino, why are you not responding to questions? There were financial transactions between you. There were guys. There were financial transactions. There were financial transactions between you and Ketan Kadam. Was there any political influence in this case? Dino, would you respond? Dino, was there any political influence in this case? Could you respond? You receive funds from Ketan Kadam. You receive funds from Ketan Kadam. Shut the fuck up. So Santino Moria, when we tried questioning Santino Moria, the brother of Dino Moria, he abused us when we tried questioning whether he received funds from Ketan Kadam. In fact, Dino Moria was not responsive. In fact, he says Republic TV back-to-back questioning regarding his connection with Ketan Kadam, and in fact, after 6.5 hours, he was questioned. He was questioned out there. He was questioned out there for more than 6 hours, and in fact, we tried questioning. In fact, we saw the way we have been asking Dino Moria the question regarding his financial transaction, regarding his political friend helping him to get the contracts or to get the kickbacks from this very Meaty River scam. In fact, not only that, we also questioned the brother of Dino Moria, who is the partner of Ketan Kadam. In fact, there are multiple such financial transactions between the company of Ketan Kadam and the company of Dino Moria, in which the family members of Ketan Kadam and Dino Moria are, in fact, both of them are partner. So all of these things are under scrutiny of Economic Offences Wing, and we tried hard. We tried to get one response from Dino Moria and Dino Moria. In fact, me and my video journalist Neeraj approached very hard to get one response from Dino Moria, but he was very unresponsive. In fact, he ran away. He ran away from the questions of Republic TV. Back to you.
I think that's a fantastic sequence that our colleague Sandeep has just done. Sandeep, in fact, you were reporting from where everyone else was. Viewers, I want to tell you, he then went to the backspace where no other reporter was. He went inside, he saw both the brothers, Dino and Santiano, and then he forwarded and walked ahead with him. And that is when I think we saw those running away shots of them. I want to play that because I'm shocked that massive also exclusive coming in, but also how Republic TV was abused. Take a look at what was done.
No, why are you not responding to the questions? There were financial transactions between you. There were financial... Guys! There were financial transactions. There were financial transactions between you and Ketan Kadam. Was there any political influence in this case? Dino, would you respond? Dino, was there any political influence in this case? Could you respond? Running away. Dino, why are you not responding to the question? Dino, you see the visuals out there. Dino Moria.
Business partner, Dino, please answer the question. Dino, is Ketan Kadam your business partner? Did you introduce Ketan Kadam to BMC? Did you use any political influence to introduce Ketan Kadam to BMC? Dino? There are some transactions between you and Ketan Kadam. What is your answer? What is your answer on that? Dino, what is your answer on that?
So what we're going to do is, you go first.
Is Ketan Kadam your business partner?
No.
What do you say on these serious allegations against you, Dino? Can you say something? Dino Moria? Is Ketan Kadam your business partner? Is Ketan Kadam is your business partner? Dino, please answer the question. Dino, is Ketan Kadam your business partner? Did you introduce Ketan Kadam to BMC? Did you use any political influence to introduce Ketan Kadam to BMC? Dino? There are some transactions between you and Ketan Kadam. What is your answer? What is your answer on that? Dino, what is your answer on that?
So what we're going to do is, you go first. You go first.
Is Ketan Kadam your business partner?
No.
What do you say on these serious allegations against you, Dino? Can you say something? Dino Moria? Is Ketan Kadam your business partner? Is Ketan Kadam is your business partner? Dino, please answer the question. Dino, is Ketan Kadam your business partner? Did you introduce Ketan Kadam to BMC? Did you use any political influence to introduce Ketan Kadam to BMC? Dino? There are some transaction between you and Ketan Kadam. What is your answer? What is your answer on that? Dino, what is your answer on that?
So what we're going to do is, you go first. You go first.
Is Ketan Kadam your business partner?
No.
What do you say on these serious allegations against you, Dino? Can you say something? Dino Moria? Is Ketan Kadam your business partner?
Santino, there were multiple transactions. Dino, you see the visuals out there. Dino Moria in the frame of Republic TV. So Santino Moria out there. We're following Dino out there. So why are you running away from the question? Why are you running away? Why are you running away?
I'm not running away, mad or what?
Why are you running away? Dino, why are you not responding to the questions? There were financial transactions between you. There were financial... Guys! There were financial transactions. There were financial transactions between you and Ketan Kadam. Was there any political influence in this case? Dino, would you respond? Dino, was there any political influence in this case? Could you respond? Santino, there were multiple transactions. Dino, you see the visuals out there. Dino Moria in the frame of Republic TV. So Santino Moria out there. We're following Dino out there. So why are you running away from the question? Why are you running away? Why are you running away?
I'm not running away, mad or what?
Why are you running away? Dino, why are you not responding to the questions? There were financial transactions between you. There were financial... Guys! There were financial transactions. There were financial transactions between you and Ketan Kadam. Was there any political influence in this case? Dino, would you respond? Dino, was there any political influence in this case? Could you respond?
What's the connection between Dino Moria and the prime accused in the 65 crore rupee scam? The BMC had a fall of 50 crore rupees, and who is to blame for it? When questions are asked to Dino Moria and his brother, they either try and escape from our cameras, smack our cameras, or abuse. It's a top focus we continue tracking on Republic TV as we try and get to the bottom of this Mithi River scam that has originally allocated for cleaning the river.
Stop the scam row creates uproar. Indian origin MP slams minister. All this and more on This Is Exclusive at 7 p.m.
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
Mahi sir, how much do you love your fans?
Honestly, I love my new fans. पुराने वाले बेकार में शोर करते
सर फैंस हैं शोर तो करेंगे ही ना
नए वाले नहीं करते and they listen to what I say.
The new generation Orient BLDC fans, super silent performance with voice control.
Silly me आए तो और
Cricket fans.
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल ये रंग दे ये खुशबू दे ये तीखा ये कम पड़े क्या निराला MDH मसाला
इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं पर घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा
रूंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं रूंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड
पहाड़ों में एक हाइकिंग शिप भी बन सकती है
अब छोलिया हो या लोबिया सफेद चने या काले चने
सब कुछ मजेदार बने
I have seen what it takes to report from the front lines. Accuracy, courage, urgency and responsibility. At Republic School of Journalism, you will be trained for that reality. It is not theory. It is live learning from inside a working newsroom from day one. If you want to report the truth when it matters the most, Republic School of Journalism is where you begin. Course begins on the 30th of June. Apply now.
I have seen it, what it takes to report from the front lines. Accuracy, urgency, courage, responsibilities. At Republic School of Journalism, you'll be trained for
Hi, this is Chef Ranveer Brar. Guarantee you brilliance on behalf of IIHM.
Mahi sir, how much do you love your fans?
Honestly, I love my new fans. पुराने वाले बेकार में शोर करते
सर फैंस हैं शोर तो करेंगे ही ना
नए वाले नहीं करते and they listen to what I say.
The new generation Orient BLDC fans, super silent performance with voice control.
Silly me आए तो और
Cricket fans.
MDH की देगी मिर्च का तड़का अंग अंग फड़का MDH की देगी मिर्च
विमल में गुलिस्तां के ये कुछ लजीज फरिश्ते जब साथ घुलें तो जी ललचाए और दिल कहे कि स्वाद की जुबान में खुद को ऐसे डुबाऊं कि निकल ना पाऊं विमल की जुबान कुछ है ही ऐसी मानते हैं विमल बोलो जुबान कैसी
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला स्टर करो पुदीना चटनी तैयार MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला
We don't just get you the headlines, we report on them. We get information from the highest level of sources. We get you news from the men in uniform, from those on the front. At Republic School of Journalism, you will learn how real reporting is done on the ground and in real time. The RSG Diploma course begins on June 30th. If you want to lead the story, start here.
from Asia's largest news, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
Hello and welcome. You're watching This is Exclusive with me, Shavan Sen. 3 Indians take a flight from Australia, land in Iran and mysteriously disappear thereafter. Tonight we put the focus on what really happened to these 3 Indians. Families make an appeal before the Indian government. All this and much more. This is exclusive, but first let me take you to the headlines we're tracking at this hour.
Ketan Kadam is your business partner. Dino, please answer the question.
Dino Moria in the frame of Republic TV. So send Dino Moria out there.
Is Ketan Kadam is your business partner? Ketan Kadam is your business partner. Dino, please answer the question.
Back-to-back confrontations by Republic TV. Dino Moria ducks, abuses and runs away from our tough questions. Three youths trafficked and abducted in Iran. Demands of hefty ransom haunts the family. Exclusive testimonies tonight. Republic speaks to the family of Agniveer Akashdeep, who was denied state honours by Punjab government. Family demands centre's intervention. New Zealand parliamentarian Erica Stanford faces backlash for racist comments. Indian origin parliamentarian hits back. That conversation only on This is Exclusive. Ladies and gentlemen, a disturbing and a deeply tragic story is unfolding, raising alarm questions about the growing nexus of human trafficking, fake visa rackets and a cross-border crime. A 23-year-old youth from Punjab's Hoshiarpur, along with 2 others, have been kidnapped in Iran, while allegedly en route to Australia through an illegal immigration network. What was sold as a golden opportunity for a better future abroad has now turned into a horrifying ordeal for the victims and their families. The families, now devastated and desperate, have approached the police and are pleading with the Indian government for swift diplomatic intervention. But they are caught between seeking help and falling prey to the ransom demands of the perpetrators. On-ground report that we're bringing to you tonight brings in the account of these very families, the very fact that they have been tortured in Iran. For the first time tonight on This is Exclusive, we put out the full testimony of the family members and also the videos of these boys being tortured in Iran. In fact, Republic TV has also reached out to the Iran embassy seeking a response on this entire matter. But first, listen to what the family members had to say.
A wave of anxiety and despair grips the quiet village of Bhagowal in Hoshiarpur. Amritpal Singh, just 23 years old, had left home last month with dreams of a better future in Australia. Instead, he has landed in the nightmare of a foreign abduction. Along with 2 companions, Husanpreet and Jaspal, Amritpal was allegedly trafficked through Iran under the guise of a company visa arranged by a travel agent. The trio was abducted shortly after arriving in Iran, according to a family member.
हमारे पास कंप्लेंट आई थी, हमारे यहाँ पे गांव पड़ता है, वहाँ पे एक एजेंट है, उसने ऑस्ट्रेलिया के लिए 3 लड़कों को भेजा था। हमारे यहाँ का एक लड़का है जिसका नाम अमृतपाल है, उसको ऑस्ट्रेलिया के लिए भेजा था और ईरान में स्टे के लिए बोला उसको एजेंट ने कि ईरान में स्टे कर लो 1 दिन के लिए, उसके बाद आपको आगे भेजा जाएगा।
Amritpal's mother, Gurdeep Kaur, shares the harrowing account of how the agent lured them with promises of a legitimate visa and a direct route to Sydney. The family paid 18 lakhs for the arrangements and was assured everything was in order. The families lost all contact with the youths after they landed in Iran. A few days later, they began receiving disturbing videos and calls.
23 ਸਾਲ ਉਮਰ ਆ ਸਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਵਿਦੇਸ਼ ਭੇਜਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਆਸਟ੍ਰੇਲੀਆ ਦਾ ਵਰਕ ਪਰਮਿਟ ਏਜੰਟ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੀ 5 ਸਾਲ ਦਾ 2 ਸਾਲ ਦਾ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਸੀ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਲੱਗੂ 3 ਸਾਲ ਦਾ ਉੱਥੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਲੱਗੂਗਾ ਕੰਪਨੀ ਦਾ ਵੀਜ਼ਾ ਆਇਆ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਸੀ 18 ਲੱਖ ਰੁਪਏ 'ਚ ਸਾਡੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੋਈ ਸੀਗੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਉਹਨੇ ਵੀਜ਼ੇ ਦੀ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ WhatsApp ਕੀਤਾ ਵੀ ਵੀਜ਼ਾ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਆ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪੈਸੇ ਦਾ ਅਰੇਂਜਮੈਂਟ ਕਰ ਲਓ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਟਿਕਟ ਵੀ ਜਲਦੀ ਹੋ ਜਾਣੀ ਆ 26 ਤਰੀਕ ਦੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਪੈਸੇ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਰਿਸ਼ਤੇਦਾਰਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਅਸੀਂ 18 ਲੱਖ ਰੁਪਏ ਏਜੰਟ ਨੂੰ ਪਿੱਪਲਾਂ ਵਾਲੇ ਦੇ ਆਏ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਵੀ 25 ਤਰੀਕ ਨੂੰ ਘਰੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਚਲੇ ਜਾਇਓ ਤਾਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਮੈਂ ਮੂਹਰੇ ਹੋਟਲ ਦਾ ਐਡਰੈਸ ਦੇ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਵੀ ਉੱਥੇ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਜਾਇਓ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਕੁੱਟਮਾਰ ਕਰਦੇ ਸੀ ਧਮਕੀਆਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਕਦੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਕੰਨ ਲਾ ਦੇਣੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਛੁਰੇ ਮਾਰ ਕੇ ਵੀ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਕਾਲਾਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਦਿਖਾਉਂਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਫਿਰ ਜਿਸਲੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਸੀ ਵੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਪੈਸੇ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਦਈਏ ਤਾਂ ਉਹਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਅਕਾਊਂਟ ਭੇਜਿਆ ਤਾਂ ਜਦ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਚੈੱਕ ਕਰਿਆ ਪਾਕਿਸਤਾਨ ਦਾ ਅਕਾਊਂਟ ਸੀ
The families have lodged police complaints and authorities are coordinating with central agencies and foreign missions. But the pain at home continues to mount.
ਨੂੰ ਫਿਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਈਰਾਨ ਭੇਜਿਆ ਜੀ ਈਰਾਨ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਫਿਰ 에어ਪੋਰਟ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਜੋ ਨਿਕਲੇ ਟੈਕਸੀ ਡਰਾਈਵਰ ਨੇ ਵੀ ਏਜੰਟ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਮਿਲ ਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਡਨੈਪ ਕੀਤਾ
उसको जो वीडियो कॉल आती है उसमें क्या बोल रहे हैं वो यही बोल रहे हैं कि आपने पैसे नहीं दिए हमको दिए हम इन लोगों को मार देंगे मेरे पास मैसेज है उन लोगों ने मैसेज भी किया किस नंबर पर मैसेज है
हमारे लैपटॉप के नंबर से आया
मेरे बाइक के नंबर से आया
Republic has questioned the embassy of Iran on Amrit Pal's mysterious disappearance. While the Indian embassy in Iran has taken up the matter with Iranian officials. From dreams of a better future to a fight for survival. To their families dealing with ransom threats. All they hope for now is one thing: their children's safe return.
Well, in fact, we have also reached out to the Iran embassy in India, who have now confirmed that they are aware of the kidnapping of 23-year-old Amrit Pal and 2 others in Iran. Iranian authorities, in fact, say that they're investigating the matter and updates will be provided as soon as there is a breakthrough. Remember, we've reached out to the Iranian embassy in India seeking a response on this entire issue and whether at all they have taken cognizance of the complaint that has been filed by the family members. In fact, this is a complaint that has been filed with Punjab police. On your screens right now, the first response coming in from the Iran embassy. In fact, the Indian embassy in Tehran has also responded. They have indicated that the family members of the 3 Indian citizens have already informed the embassy of India. Here in the national capital, my colleague Soumya has also reached out to the Iranian embassy. Soumya, you spoke to the Iranian embassy a short while back. What is it that they have to say on this entire issue? Have they been able to locate where these 3 people are? Soumya, if you can hear me, the question that I was asking you was with regards to the conversation that you've had with the Iranian embassy here in the national capital. Do they have any idea where these 3 Indians are at this point in time?
Yes, well, see, the Iranian embassy here in the national capital has taken cognizance of the matter. They're aware of this incident that has taken place in Iran. They're aware that 3 Indian citizens, one named Amrit Pal and 2 of his other companions are missing there in Iran. So they have taken cognizance of the issue, and with that they've also alerted concerned Iranian authorities. So I'll break up the sequence of the events for you and for our viewers. That both the Iranian embassy here in India and the Indian embassy there in Tehran have taken the cognizance of the matter, and the concerned Iranian authorities have been alerted about the incident. The mission there in Tehran have taken this matter very strongly with the Iranian authorities and have said that a swift response is expected. They have to work very closely on this matter, and they have to update the Indian mission there about the whereabouts of the 3 Indians missing. The same has been conveyed by the Iranian embassy here as well, that they have received the complaint and they have on their end alerted the Iranian authorities, and they will be giving us the details as soon as there's a breakthrough in the incident in the case.
Well, thank you very much, Soumya, for joining us on this broadcast. I'll stay with these visuals on your screens right now. These are videos that we have got from the family members. The family members claim that when they landed in Iran, there was no word from all 3 of them. In fact, our reporter Sukhwinder Singh reached out to the family members a short while back. They say that they've got in touch with the embassy, but till now, as we speak, there's absolutely no information about their whereabouts. Where are they right now? Have they been taken into some custody to an undisclosed location? We still do not know. On your screens right now, we are putting out full evidence of the fact that these 3 Indians have been tortured while they were in Iran. In fact, they were en route to Australia for further work. Now, whether at all the agents are basically behind it, that is still not known at this point in time. The family members running from pillar to post, seeking some sort of justice on this entire issue. Republic TV has also reached out to the Iranian embassy on this entire matter, seeking their assistance to help the family members locate the 3 individuals. These are young boys who were en route to Australia when this entire incident took place. Ladies and gentlemen, a grieving family in Punjab is holding on to not just the memory of their son, but also his ashes, refusing to bid him a final farewell until justice is served and honor is restored. I'm talking about Agniveer Akashdeep Singh, a young soldier from Batala, laid down his life in the line of duty in Jammu and Kashmir on 15th of May. But days after his sacrifice, his family says they've received silence, not solidarity from the Punjab government. There has been no official acknowledgement, no compensation, no tribute from the state. The family's protest is not just a personal act of mourning. It has now become a powerful indictment of how we honor those who wear the uniform. And is the nation truly standing by its defenders? As far as the army is concerned, remember, there has been no official statement that has been put out, but what we are given to understand is that the family members have once again reached out to the state government. Take a look at what the family members had to say a short while back.
20-year-old Agniveer Akashdeep Singh lost his life on 15th May while performing his duty in Jammu. A bullet was hit and he died. It's been around 12 days, but still his ashes has not been immersed. The reason behind is that the Punjab government have not announced any official statement or compensation regarding him. The parents are demanding that he should be given the deserved honor and respect as he has sacrificed his life for the nation. To talk more on this, right now with us is the parents of Akashdeep Singh. बलविंदर जी, जानना चाहेंगे, लगभग 12 दिन हो गए, अभी तक आपने अपने बेटे की अस्थि विसर्जन वो नहीं किया। क्यों नहीं आपने अस्थि विसर्जन किया है?
सानू अजे इंसाफ नहीं मिल रहा। इंसाफ मिलूगा, उन्होंने कोई बनता हक आकाशदीप शहीद आकाशदीप नूं मिलूगा, फिर ही असीं करांगे। उन्हां च कई घर च ही रख छड्डियां।
अच्छा, इनकी माता जी वो भी हमारे साथ, उनसे भी बात कर लेते हैं। क्या चाह रहे हैं आप सरकार से? आपको क्या मांग है आपकी?
देखो जी, साडा पुੱਤ ਤਾਂ ਉਹ ਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕਦੇ। ਮੇਰੇ ਪੁੱਤ ਨੇ ਦੇਸ਼ ਤੋਂ ਜਾਨ ਕੁਰਬਾਨ ਕਰਤੀ। ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਲਿਆ ਕੇ ਦੇ ਸਕਦੇ। ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ, ਹੋਰ ਕੁਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ। ਮੇਰੇ ਬੇਟੇ ਦਾ ਮਾਣ ਸਨਮਾਨ ਬਣਦਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਜਾਵੇ। ਸ਼ਹੀਦੀ ਦਰਜਾ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਚਿਰ ਅਸੀਂ, ਜਿੰਨਾ ਚਿਰ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਸ਼ਹੀਦੀ ਦਰਜਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਦਿੰਦੇ, ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਦੀਆਂ ਅਸਥੀਆਂ ਜਲ ਪ੍ਰਵਾਹ ਨਾ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ।
ਠੀਕ ਹੈ।
ਹਾਂਜੀ।
It's been around 12 days, but still his ashes has not been immersed in the holy water, and the family is completely shattered. What they are demanding is that why the Punjab government is keeping silent. When 2 years before Agniveer died, that time the Man government have given a compensation of 1 crore rupees. But today, why the government is keeping mum? Apart from that, one more question which have been raised by the family is that in the spurious liquor matter in Amritsar, the government have given compensation and have given the job to the one who have lost the life. But here, the one who have given his life to the nation, they have not been given any official compensation or statement from the state government.
Ladies and gentlemen, New Zealand's immigration minister, Erica Stanford, essentially made a comment a few days ago and has now faced a massive backlash. Erica Stanford, just about a few days ago, said that she does not respond to any emails coming in from Indians, describing emails from Indian nationals seeking immigration advice as quote-unquote akin to spam. Her comments made in response to a query about her email practices have sparked criticism from Indian origin Labour parliamentarian Priyanka Radhakrishnan, who labelled the remarks as careless at best and prejudiced at worst. Radhakrishnan voiced her concern publicly, indicating that such generalizations are inappropriate and potentially harmful. Now, we bring you that statement by Erica Stanford and also what Priyanka Radhakrishnan had to say. On your screens, this was the statement that was made by Erica Stanford and the response that has essentially come in. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, this comes just a day before, where there is a high-level delegation coming in from New Zealand to India. So far, there is no apology really coming in from the immigration minister, only a clarification. A while back, I spoke to Indian origin parliamentarian Radhakrishnan, and this is what she had to say. New Zealand Immigration Minister's remark has now sparked a massive row. Joining us tonight on This is the Exclusive is Indian origin parliamentarian Priyanka Radhakrishnan. Mr. Radhakrishnan, thank you very much for speaking to Republic TV. I want to begin by asking you, the remark that was made by the New Zealand immigration minister smacks of deep bias, and this does not augur well for New Zealand. I believe that this has also created a ruckus in the parliament there in New Zealand. Give us a sense of what's really happening. What made the minister make this kind of a remark?
Yeah, hi Sean, thanks for having me on the show. Firstly, this was a remark that the immigration minister made in Parliament here in response to a question that had nothing to do with her response. It was about her use of personal email, which breaches the cabinet manual. And in response to that, she basically said that she gets a large volume of unsolicited emails, particularly from Indians. And I felt that it was unacceptable that a minister of the Crown would single out an entire ethnicity or people from one country in a response like that, where there was no need to add that particular remark. And what it does here is basically she said that she doesn't respond to those emails and she considers them akin to spam. So writing off an entire group of people, in this case Indians, was unacceptable and unfair, I thought.
Mr. Radhakrishnan, the clarification that was given by the minister was this. She says that her statement was misinterpreted and that the comment was essentially about the volume and nature of unsolicited emails. Is that really enough, given the fact that we have essentially seen the kind of difficulties that many of the students from India actually have to face when they actually go to New Zealand? There have been cases of racism that have been cited, and the response really coming in from someone at the helm of power does not really augur well.
Yeah, I mean, that's right. She could have left it at the fact that she receives a large amount of unsolicited emails from around the world. There was no need to single out one particular ethnicity in the way that she did here. And you're right in the sense that these sorts of comments only serve to stereotype particular groups of people from specific countries. And that's why I feel that it's unacceptable. By and large, though, while every country can do better, I wouldn't necessarily tar the whole of New Zealand with the comment of the minister. However, it is up to the Prime Minister to keep his ministers accountable, or get his ministers to be responsible and accountable for the comments that they make that potentially have an impact and implications for people.
Mr. Radhakrishnan, what kind of an action are you looking at right now? Given the fact that if you look at the trade that both the countries have and the power that India basically exudes at this point in time at various global platforms, do you believe an apology is enough or a parliamentary motion against the minister is an appropriate way of looking forward? What is it that as a parliamentarian you are demanding from the Prime Minister of New Zealand?
Yeah, look, the onus is on the Prime Minister to come out and say that he doesn't find this acceptable. He's been asked by our media about this comment today, and he has said that he's not worried. At the same time, our Foreign Minister is visiting India tomorrow. And so, this is an opportunity for the government of the day to say that they don't find the immigrants.
Well, getting in some more breaking news coming in. This is a big win for Israel. You have Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu now confirming that they have killed Hamas leader Mohammed Sinwar. This comes at a time when the Israeli Defense Forces have carried out massive raids in Rafah. We're getting details of a confirmation coming in from the Israeli Prime Minister himself stating that he was killed in a raid that was carried out. We're also getting in details that the Hamas chief, one of its most wanted, and the younger brother of deceased group's leader Yahya Sinwar has already been eliminated. In fact, Mohammed Sinwar was elevated to the top ranks of the terrorist group after Israel killed his brother Yahya in combat during the ongoing war in Gaza. A short while back, you've had Benjamin Netanyahu now confirming that they have had a successful hit. Joining us on the broadcast is our senior executive editor. Abhishek, this is undoubtedly a big win for the Israeli Defense Forces. You've had the Prime Minister now confirming that the Hamas chief has now been eliminated. Are there more details in terms of when was the operation carried out?
Well, as of now, this is the only information that we can share with our viewers, Shawan, which is that there was an ongoing operation to target Mohammed Sinwar, who had taken on the leadership of Hamas, the operational leadership of Hamas. Remember, Yahya Sinwar was the military chief, so to say, of Hamas in Gaza Strip. And after his elimination last year, the leadership mantle had gone on to Mohammed Sinwar. Israel maintains that they are not going to stop this war till the time that the entire Hamas leadership is eliminated. Their list is 31 of them, and about 15 of them now stand eliminated, which means still halfway through, so to say, insofar as Israeli military objectives are concerned, and that's the reason why they are not stopping this war. In fact, last week Israel decided to double down on ground forces inside of Gaza Strip and carry out flushing operations for the rest of the Hamas leadership, going against the tide in terms of global public opinion, to the extent that allies like the United Kingdom, France and Canada have taken a very strong position against Israel and against the government of Benjamin Netanyahu. Shawan, just to give you a number of Hamas leadership leaders of Hamas that have been eliminated till now, which includes, apart from, of course, Yahya Sinwar, and remember, in Israel we had Mohammed Haniyeh being eliminated right inside Iran by an Israeli precision missile strike. Apart from that, we have Hassan Nasrallah, of course, of the Hezbollah, after which the entire Hezbollah leadership was taken down in Lebanon. Apart from that, Fatah Sharif, Ali Karki, Nabil Kauk, and as I said, about 15 of Hamas leaders eliminated, Mohammed Sinwar joining those numbers. But that does not still really mean, Shawan, that the war is coming to an end, because as I mentioned, they want to eliminate the entire Hamas leadership. 31 is their count. Until that happens, Israel is not stopping.
Well, thank you very much, Abhishek, and that's exactly the message that the Israelis have been sending across. Ladies and gentlemen, I end the show with a story that has been developing in Mumbai. Actor Dino Moria has been questioned by the Mumbai Police's Economic Offences Wing. They suspect that he is directly linked with the prime accused in the Mithi River scam. In fact, Republic TV through the day has questioned Dino Moria multiple times, but not once did he respond. In fact, he loses his cool. Well, that's all that we could pack in this edition of This Is Exclusive. I'll be back to you tomorrow with more exclusive stories.
Powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho befikar.
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
पैसा लगाना है तो सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम पे लगाओ। डूबेगा नहीं, जलेगा भी नहीं, कोई खा नहीं जाएगा, धोखा नहीं देगा, ऊपर नीचे भी नहीं होगा, सेफ रहेगा, सिक्योर्ड मिनिमम 30 साल का रिटर्न देगा। अब इससे बेटर इन्वेस्टमेंट है तो बताओ। सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम, रहो बेफिक्र।
अब छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने। विमल में गुलिस्तान की ये कुछ लजीज फरिश्ते जब साथ घुले तो जी ललचाए और दिल कहे कि स्वाद की जुबान में खुद को ऐसा डुबाऊं कि निकल ना पाऊं। विमल की जुबान कुछ है ही ऐसी, मानते हैं ना? विमल, बोलो जुबा केसरी।
Mahi sir, how much do you love your fans?
Honestly, I love my new fans. पुराने वाले बेकार में शोर करते।
सर फैंस हैं, शोर तो करेंगे ही ना।
नए वाले नहीं करते। And they listen to what I say.
The new generation Orient BLDC fans, super silent performance with voice control.
Silly me, I thought.
Cricket fans.
We don't just get you the headlines, we report on them. We get information from the highest level of sources. We get you news from the men in uniform, from those on the front. At Republic School of Journalism, you will learn how real reporting is done on the ground and in real time. The RSG Diploma course begins on June 30th. If you want to lead the story, start here.
I have seen it, what it takes to report from the front lines. Accuracy, urgency, courage, responsibilities. At Republic School of Journalism, you'll be trained for that reality. It's not theory, it's live learning inside a working newsroom from the day one. If you want to report the truth when it matters the most, RSJ is where you begin. Course begins on June 30th. Apply now.
Powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho befikar.
पैसा लगाना है तो सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम पे लगाओ। डूबेगा नहीं, जलेगा भी नहीं, कोई खा नहीं जाएगा, धोखा नहीं देगा, ऊपर नीचे भी नहीं होगा, सेफ रहेगा, सिक्योर्ड मिनिमम 30 साल का रिटर्न देगा। अब इससे बेटर इन्वेस्टमेंट है तो बताओ। सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम, रहो बेफिक्र।
Mahi sir, how much do you love your fans?
Honestly, I love my new fans. पुराने वाले बेकार में शोर करते।
सर फैंस हैं, शोर तो करेंगे ही ना।
नए वाले नहीं करते। And they listen to what I say.
The new generation Orient BLDC fans, super silent performance with voice control.
Silly me, I thought.
Cricket fans.
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल। ये रंग दे, ये खुशबू दे, ये तीखा, ये कम पड़े। क्या निराला MDH मसाला।
विमल में गुलिस्तान के ये कुछ लजीज फरिश्ते जब साथ घुले तो जी ललचाए और दिल कहे कि स्वाद की जुबान में खुद को ऐसे डुबाऊं कि निकल ना पाऊं। विमल की जुबान कुछ है ही ऐसी, मानते हैं? विमल, बोलो जुबान कैसी?
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला।
Hi, this is Chef Ranveer Brar. Guarantee you brilliance on behalf of IIHM.
I have seen what it takes to report from the front lines. Accuracy, courage, urgency, and responsibility. At Republic School of Journalism, you will be trained for that reality. It is not theory. It is live learning from inside a working newsroom from day one. If you want to report the truth when it matters the most, Republic School of Journalism is where you begin. Course begins on the 30th of June. Apply now.
We don't just get you the headlines, we report on them. We get information from the highest level of sources. We get you news from the men in uniform, from those on the front. At Republic School of Journalism, you will learn.
From your smartphones to your smart TVs, trending stories are breaking the internet. Air India is in a hot soup yet again after they allegedly denied a wheelchair to a 83-year-old man. Meanwhile, the residents of Delhi will have to brace themselves for the red alert. The next few days are going to be stormy. A cornered Dino Moria, being questioned for his alleged links in the Mithi River scam, has completely lost cool when Republic confronted him. Also on the show is all that you need to know about the life-saving rescue drone, in which is going to be of umpteen help to you in the coming days. Now, the video of the day, ladies and gentlemen, that you certainly shouldn't miss is where Pakistan's tennis player abject behavior after loss to India in Under-16 Davis Cup sparked a huge outrage. And controversy's favorite child, Kamal Haasan, is making headlines yet again. We get you all this and a lot more on Trending Today with me, Tanisha Vasti. A 83-year-old passenger with a serious heart condition was allegedly denied wheelchair assistance at the Kathmandu Air India trip. Now, despite prior intimation, Soyakanta Das was forced to climb the ladder, sparking concerns about airline accessibility and care for elderly and disabled passengers. I also have with me the complainant. He is the kin of the victim. Mr. Das, thank you very much for speaking to Republic. I want you to detail out what actually happened at the airport. What are your allegations? What are the claims?
Thank you very much for picking up this very important issue. It is actually not a complaint but a concern for the elderly and the treatment which Air India should have taken care of. I do appreciate the cabin crew which took a lot of care to intimate Kathmandu in advance to arrange for an ambulance lift for the passenger, who is an 83-year-old father-in-law of mine, with 5 stents. So we had intimated in advance that we need ambulance lift at Kathmandu airport on arrival. Unfortunately, it was not available. So somehow we could manage to take him down. But on the return leg, it was actually all the more pathetic. They kept us waiting for almost 20 minutes, saying that yes, ambulance lift will be arranged. Then after 10 minutes, we are told that, okay, accompanying passengers may leave. We will take care of the wheelchair passenger. Ambulance lift is being organized. So we left, I and my wife left, boarded the flight, and after almost 15 minutes to our horror, we find the old man climbing the ladder, panting and almost fainting down. The cabin crew was also quite disturbed. They immediately took care of him, settled him down on the seat, and it took almost 5 to 10 minutes to settle him down. It was really a very bad experience. I have been a loyal passenger of Air India all my life, being a government officer all along. But this was for the first time I faced such a harrowing experience with Air India at Kathmandu. Of course, at New Delhi, they took good care. They arranged the ambulance lift on both the legs. But I don't understand why this situation happened in Kathmandu, and I hope and request Air India to take care of this particular part. And of course, the ground staff there were not at all cooperative. That was one of the biggest grievance from our side.
Right. Mr. Das, I wanted to know if you have with you Mr. Suryakanta Das, if we could hear from him also the ordeal that he had to go through. Also, I wanted to know from you and Mr. Suryakanta on what reply did the Air India officials give, the Air India crew give, when you approached them about the ambu lift? What was their first response to you?
You see, at Kathmandu, when we arrived, the cabin crew told us that Air India does not have ambu lift there. They generally arrange it from Air Nepal, and they said that right at Delhi while boarding, they had sent prior intimation to Kathmandu to arrange for the ambu lift. When they did not find the ambu lift, they were very upset. They said that we will report this matter.
Right.
And on return also, they said there was a prior intimation to Kathmandu even for the return journey, and the ambu lift should have been organized.
Right.
Why it was not organized, they also failed to understand.
Absolutely. Mr. Das, thank you very much for speaking to Republic. We are hoping that Air India will soon issue a statement and you will be getting your answers. Thank you very much for speaking to Republic. We move on now. Ladies and gentlemen, the residents of the national capital and adjoining regions should prepare for a spell of a turbulent weather. The Indian Meteorological Department has forecasted stormy weather for the national capital and surrounding areas with gusty winds up to 70 kilometers per hour, thunderstorms and rainfall expected over the next 3 days. Residents are advised to prepare for scattered to fairly widespread light to moderate rainfall, thunderstorms, lightning and strong winds. I'm being joined by Mr. Sharma. He's the president of SkyMet. Mr. Sharma, thank you very much for speaking to Republic. For the benefit of our viewers, I want to know how well should Delhi be preparing themselves as a red alert has already been sounded?
You see, the conditions in Delhi, they are favorable for thunderstorm, dust storm activity. But as you said, the red alert has been sounded. Red alert means I do not know whether it's immediate. There is nothing is going to happen in Delhi at the moment. There are no thunderclouds, no dust storm clouds in the vicinity of Delhi. Clouds are far away. Even southern parts of Rajasthan region beyond Jaipur. So red alert means it should be an immediate activity within some couple of hours or so, or shorter than that even. So I repeat again that the thunderstorm, dust storm is not likely now in the evening or in the early night. Yes, there are some clouds a little far away. That's over Rajasthan area. Conditions remain favorable. Basically for thunderstorm, dust storm, conditions in the pre-monsoon remain. The wind should be light. The temperature should be on the rising side, rising tendency, and humidity should be high. All these three things are there. It is there. And SkyMet has already written on the website that next 3 days we expect some thunderstorm, dust storm. More probability, highest probability, that will be for Friday. But yes, the conditions remain favorable for convective activity, tall clouds building up, thunderstorm activity. Next 3 days, it could be later tonight also. The conditions remain, but nothing in the next few hours or so. It is not going to happen in Delhi. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you very much, Mr. Sharma, for joining us and speaking to us on the broadcast. We move on to the other stories that we are tracking on trending today. Now, authorities have summoned actor Dino Moria for questioning in connection with the Mithi River scam investigation. Now, the actor is being grilled over allegations of his involvement in the scam, sparking further scrutiny into his activities. Watch how he dodged Republic's pointed questions.
Multiple transactions. Dino, you see the visuals out there. Dino Moria in the frame of Republic TV. So Dino Moria out there. We're following Dino out there. So, why are you running away from the question? Why are you running away? Why are you running away?
I'm not running away, mad or what?
Why are you running away? Do you know why are you not responding to the questions? There were financial transactions between you. There were financial. Guys, there were financial transactions. There were financial transactions between you and Ketan Kadam. Was there any political influence in this case? Dino, would you respond? Dino, was there any political influence in this case? Could you respond?
Is Ketan Kadam is your business partner? Dino, please answer the question. Dino, is Ketan Kadam your business partner? Did you introduce Ketan Kadam to BMC? Did you use any political influence to introduce Ketan Kadam to BMC? Dino? There are some transaction between you and Ketan Kadam. What is your answer? What is your answer on that? You know what is your answer on that?
So what we're going to do is you go first.
Is Ketan Kadam your business partner? What do you say on this serious allegations against you, Dino? Can you say something? Dino Moria?
Dino, how do you know Ketan Kadam? Dino, how do you know Ketan Kadam? You received any commission in this case? Was there any political influence in this case? Did Aditya Thackeray help you? क्या आदित्य ठाकरे ने कोई कमीशन मिला? कोई कमीशन आपको मिला?
Mr. Dino Moria. Mr. Dino Moria, do you know Ketan Kadam? Mr. Dino Moria, do you know Ketan Kadam? Mr. Dino Moria.
The Indian Rescue Academy has launched the ITUS water drone capable of carrying 100 kg to revolutionize flood rescue operations in India. Now, this innovative drone will enable rescue teams to deliver aid and evacuate people more efficiently and safely, especially in the flood-prone areas. Joining me live is Bharat Kumar. He is the Associate Vice President of Indian Rescue Academy. Bharat Kumar, I want to know from you, could you explain to us the functionality in simple terms for our viewers and how exactly is the drone set to revolutionize the rescue operations?
Good evening to all the members and viewers. First, I would like to introduce myself as Bharat Kumar, AVP Business Development and Projects from Indian Rescue Academy. Being in the industry of rescue operations since 2014, so our intention was very simple and very accurate to empower the rescue working forces in our country. There was a gap and we thought that the new innovations and creations can save lives. So in this regard, we have introduced a water rescue drone which is capable of unmanned vehicle which can go into the water and rescue any victim, probably the conscious victim. This drone is capable of carrying 25 to 150 kgs. And this drone is also equipped with PA system, that is public address system, and also a camera system where it will actually go into the water. It can be launched into severe states of sea states, what we say, like rapid water, swift water, still water. And the benefit with this drone is the battery operation system. And the benefit or another benefit with this drone would be this drone is actually a jet propeller operated. It doesn't have a propeller, but it has a jet operated system. So the benefit with the drone is again the simple to save lives. Most of the things in rescue operation, what we say is man-to-man rescues. So it actually reduces the risk factor of a rescuer in a case of a rescue operation.
Kumar, one more question before I let you go. How did this idea come into your mind? What prompted you to make a life-saving drone like this one?
We have been working on similar projects since almost like 5 years now. And so we have been collaborating and we've been trying to create or innovate new such ideas. So we have joined hands with USAFE, which is an actually New Zealand-based company, where they have created this such drone. And this is actually in operation with all the maritime rescue operations in the seas. At the same time, now we have just innerized it so that it can be actually utilized in our country. When most probably in the places like flooded conditions or urban flooding, any kind of water floods, this drone can be operated.
Right. Mr. Bharat Kumar, thank you very much for speaking to Republic. Indeed, it is a very revolutionary move and I congratulate to you on that note.
Thank you so much.
Now, Kamal Haasan's recent remark that Kannada was born out of Tamil Nadu has sparked a huge controversy. Karnataka BJP chief Vijendra Yediyurappa criticized the actor's comment, calling it uncultured and accusing him of insulting Kannada. The controversy comes just weeks before the release of Kamal's film Thug Life. The actor has now spoken out regarding the huge controversy. Listen it.
Tamil Nadu is a place which has been open. I don't say that there's no other state like that, but very rare state where a Menon has been our chief minister. A Reddy has been our chief minister. Tamilan has been chief minister. Then a Kannadiga Iyengar has been our chief minister from Mandya. Politicians are not qualified to talk about language. They don't have the education enough to talk about it. That includes me. So let's leave all these very in-depth discussions to historians, archaeologists, and language experts.
Hot off the plate and straight to your screens. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Hot Trends. A Delta Airlines flight from Minneapolis to Madison was delayed after two birds attempted to sneak into the plane. The unexpected passengers caused a stir, resulting in an hourly-long delay. Speaking of crashes, SpaceX's Starship program suffers another setback as the upper stage crashes into the Indian Ocean during its 9th test flight, losing control nearly 30 minutes into the flight. The mission aimed to demonstrate orbital and re-entry capabilities was seen crashing in the Indian Ocean. NASA astronaut Nicole captured breathtaking footage of the northern lights from space. The stunning video was taken while filming storms over North and South America, highlighting aurora's mesmerizing display around the Earth's orbit. Two female Secret Service agents got into a physical altercation outside former President Barack Obama's $8 million DC mansion, the incident of which has been captured in a shocking footage. HBO's new Harry Potter series cast a fresh trio. Dominic MC Lugan has Harry Potter, Arabella as Hermione, and Stout as Ron, bringing new life to the beloved characters. On your screens are the new trio. To TV actor Deepika Kakkar shares her shocking stage 2 liver cancer diagnosis. In an Instagram post, the actor revealed how a visit to the hospital due to stomach pain turned into a shocking diagnosis. The Obamas were seen on a date night in NYC surrounded by Secret Service agents amid rumors about their marriage. The former president and first lady were seen together in public for the first time in 6 months while leaving the Lowell Hotel restaurant surrounded by the Secret Service agents. First Lady Melania Trump has denied rumors that her son Barron Trump applied to Harvard University, stating that he never submitted an application. This quashes speculation that President Donald Trump's crackdown on Harvard might be personal. The White House is defending its plan to cancel federal contracts with Harvard University worth $100 million, citing the need to redirect taxpayer money towards vocational and trade schools. Press Secretary Caroline argues that elite universities promote anti-American values and that funds should instead support institutions training skilled laborers like plumbers and electricians and not the LGBTQ graduates. Fast, zippy and trending. This is Fast Trends. A 10-year-old boy from Punjab's Firozpur district receives recognition from the Indian Army for his unwavering commitment during the India-Pakistan conflict. He provided the soldiers with refreshments like water, milk and other items when they fought the battle in scorching heat. The world's tallest railway pier bridge has been successfully launched, marking a significant achievement in railway infrastructure. This bridge, located in the Khongsang section of the Jiribam-Imphal Capital Connectivity Project in Manipur, has all 8 of its spans successfully placed, including a 106-meter span. The 17th edition of the India-Mongolia Joint Military Exercise Nomadic Elephant 2025 will take place in Mongolia, aiming to enhance interportability and cooperation between the two armies in unconventional operations.
Dino, see.
General Upendra Dwivedi, Chief of Army Staff, witnessed demonstrations of indigenous unmanned aerial system counter UAs and loitering munitions at Babina field firing ranges. These advanced technologies will enhance the Indian Army's operational efficacy, force protection and precision engagement capabilities. Watch these visuals as I bid you goodbye.
Powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho Befikar.
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
पैसा लगाना है तो सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम पे लगाओ, डूबेगा नहीं, जलेगा भी नहीं, कोई खा नहीं जाएगा, धोखा नहीं देगा, ऊपर नीचे भी नहीं होगा, सेफ रहेगा, सिक्योर्ड में मिनिमम 30 साल का रिटर्न देगा। अब इससे बेटर इन्वेस्टमेंट है तो बताओ। सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम, रहो बेफिक्र।
अब छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने। विमल में गुलिस्तां के ये कुछ लजीज फरिश्ते जब साथ घुले तो जी ललचाए और दिल कहे कि स्वाद की जुबान में खुद को ऐसे डुबाऊं कि निकल ना पाऊं। विमल की जुबान कुछ है ही ऐसी, मानते हैं? विमल, बोलो जुबान कैसी?
दादी के हाथों का जादू और खुशबू से महकता घर, माँ की मुस्कुराहट और खाने की सुगंध। MDH गरम मसाला,
क्योंकि हर रिश्ता है स्वाद से जुड़ा।
I have seen what it takes to report from the front lines. Accuracy, courage, urgency, and responsibility. At Republic School of Journalism, you will be trained for that reality. It is not theory. It is live learning from inside a working newsroom from day one. If you want to report the truth when it matters the most, Republic School of Journalism is where you begin. Course begins on the 30th of June. Apply now.
We don't just get you the headlines, we report on them. We get information from the highest level of sources. We get you news from the men in uniform, from those on the front. At Republic School of Journalism, you will learn how real reporting is done on the ground and in real time. The RSG Diploma course begins on June 30th. If you want to lead the story, start here.
Summer is here. Is your home ready for the heat? Keep your roof cool and your home comfortable all summer with Roof Cool and Seal. पसीना मत बहाओ, बर्जर रूफ कूल एंड सील लगाओ।
Powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho Befikar.
Mahi sir, how much do you love your fans?
Honestly, I love my new fans. पुराने वाले बेकार में शोर करते
सर फैंस है, शोर तो करेंगे ही ना।
नए वाले नहीं करते and they listen to what I say.
The new generation Orient BLDC fans. Super silent performance with voice control.
Silly me आए तो और
Cricket fans.
पैसा लगाना है तो सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम पे लगाओ, डूबेगा नहीं, जलेगा भी नहीं, कोई खा नहीं जाएगा, धोखा नहीं देगा, ऊपर नीचे भी नहीं होगा, सेफ रहेगा, सिक्योर्ड में मिनिमम 30 साल का रिटर्न देगा। अब इससे बेटर इन्वेस्टमेंट है तो बताओ। सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम, रहो बेफिक्र।
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला। सिप सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप
विमल में गुलिस्तां के ये कुछ लजीज फरिश्ते जब साथ घुले तो जी ललचाए और दिल कहे कि स्वाद की जुबान में खुद को ऐसा डुबाऊं कि निकल ना पाऊं। विमल की जुबान कुछ है ही ऐसी, मानते हैं ना? विमल, बोलो जुबान कैसी?
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला।
Hi, this is Chef Ranveer Brar. Guarantee you brilliance on behalf of IIHM.
I have seen it what it takes to report from the front.
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
On the show this evening, what no other English news channel will tell you, but what everybody should look at, it's called Operation Langra. Yogi's Operation Langra, a campaign aimed at curbing crime immediately. At 8:30 this evening, watch out, Dino Moria runs away from the cameras after being caught red-handed in a Mithi River scam, a huge scam. And at 9 p.m. this evening, why every Indian should join hands as one by one, we catch, capture and chase out the Bangladeshis and the Rohingyas from India. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, you know what we like about Yogi Adityanath? He has his own fan base, we must say. And if you ask people who are fans of Yogi Adityanath, what do you like about him? The first thing they will tell you is, have you been to Uttar Pradesh lately? And if you say, yes, you've been to Uttar Pradesh lately, they'll ask you, well, when did you go to Uttar Pradesh the last time? And if that happened to be in the Mulayam, Akhilesh, Mayawati era, what difference do you find? And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you this. Even the greatest critic of Yogi Adityanath will admit that he's top of the pops when it comes to taking on criminals. There's nobody better than him. He gives it back hard. And you know all these legalities, technicalities, I don't know. But I know this, that when you go to anywhere in Uttar Pradesh and you mention the word bulldozer, you will get a round of applause. Because the people of Uttar Pradesh, who have suffered for decades under the Jungle Raj, under the Gunda Raj, are all today fans of Yogi Adityanath's bulldozer approach. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you do in a state which has been surrounded and almost handed over to criminals? What you need is the kind of thing that Yogi is doing these days. Now, these pictures I'm going to show, the criminals won't like it. And anyone with a criminal tendency will hate it. But wherever you see criminals nowadays, you find them unable to walk. Poor criminals, people are holding them. And these are bad people, dangerous people. These are murderers, pedophiles, rapists, extortionists, petty criminals, cow smugglers, rape accused, escaped criminals, thieves, robbers, and history cheaters. This is what Yogi Adityanath does to them, his police. You know what? They don't kill them. They don't shoot them. But if they try to run from the law after having done something very bad, then when they try to flee, they get incapacitated by being shot in the thigh or near the knees or near the calf. So for a while they become Langra, which means they're unable to walk. And then they are caught by the policemen. The media is called. And all these people who have been caught in Operation Langra are all going around. Their pictures are being shown everywhere. And people of Uttar Pradesh are heaving a sigh of relief. In Lucknow, a rape accused was part of Operation Langra. In Ghaziabad, a murder accused became a victim of Operation Langra. In Shamli, a cow smuggler became a victim of Operation Langra. In Bulandshahr, a rape accused became a victim of Operation Langra. In Balia, a criminal tried to escape. He became incapacitated. He became a part of Operation Langra. And in Unnao, a dangerous history cheater also became a victim of Operation Langra. And it is by things like this that Yogi Adityanath is giving a sense to the people of Uttar Pradesh that you don't mess with Yogi. You don't mess with the law and order machinery. It's this way or that. Aar ya par, as they say. You're with the law or against the law. That is Yogi's approach. He says, I'm not against anyone. You try to break the law. Doesn't matter what religion you're from. You will be a victim of Operation Langra. Ladies and gentlemen, do you agree with this approach? Do you like the Yogi approach? Do you dislike it? But whatever you may feel about it, you cannot deny the fact that Yogi has brought crime figures down by almost 40%. 40%. That's a big thing. What's my view? My view is Yogi is doing the right thing. There is no other way to create a fear of the law in the country's largest state than by telling the criminals, you try and be funny, we know how to be funnier with you. Operation Langra is my hashtag and it's my lead debate tonight. Let's debate.
Zero tolerance policy against crime. This is how it looks when executed on ground. Uttar Pradesh Police, under the leadership of Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, is in no sparing mode. Several criminals have been arrested, caught and shot in the process of a major crackdown. A rape accused was caught in Lucknow. A wanted criminal was shot in Jhansi.
एसओजी स्वाट और मोट पुलिस पर चेकिंग की जा रही थी इंफॉर्मेशन बेस पर। एक जो ये रोड है यहाँ पर धोरी बाबा मंदिर के पास में एक व्यक्ति जो मोटरसाइकिल से आया था उसको स्पॉट करके रोका गया। उसने पुलिस को देखते हुए पुलिस पर फायर करते हुए जंगल पर भागा। उसको दौड़ा कर पकड़ने का प्रयास किया, उसमें एक्सचेंज ऑफ फायर में उसको गोली लगी है।
An encounter with a rape accused in Bulandshahr.
सुबह 28/5/2025 को पुलिस को एक मुखबिर खास से सूचना प्राप्त हुई कि यह व्यक्ति जो मुख्य अभियुक्त रविंदर है, यह अपने ही गांव के किसी व्यक्ति के ट्यूबवेल पर सोया हुआ है। इस सूचना के आधार पर थाना खुर्जा देहात की पुलिस पार्टी द्वारा मौके पर जाकर इस व्यक्ति को गिरफ्तार करने का प्रयास किया गया, पर इस व्यक्ति द्वारा अपने आप को जब पुलिस द्वारा घिरा हुआ पाया गया तो पुलिस पार्टी के ऊपर इसने फायर खोल दिया। आत्मरक्षार्थ पुलिस पार्टी द्वारा की गई फायर में यह व्यक्ति घायल हुआ।
A robbery accused arrested in Bagpat.
सप्ताह से थाना बिनौली और बड़ौद क्षेत्र में एक गैंग सक्रिय था जो मोबाइल और चेन लूट रहा था। हमारे थानाध्यक्ष बिनौली ने अपना मुखबिर तंत्र सक्रिय किया था, जिनमें जानकारी हुई कि 2 लड़के हैं जो नांगल गांव के और वो इस घटना को कारित कर रहे हैं। जैसे अपराधी वहां पर पहुंचे, इन लोगों ने पुलिस को देख करके अपनी बाइक को मोड़ने का प्रयास किया, जिसपे वो लड़खड़ा के गिर गए और पुलिस भी अपना छात छुप करके फायरिंग की, जिससे एक बदमाश गंभीर रूप से घायल हो गया है, जिसका नाम सुमित सनाब परविंदर है, निवासी नांगल दोभट का है।
An absconding criminal shot in Balia.
कोतवाली पुलिस के द्वारा अपराधियों की गतिविधियों पर नियंत्रण करने के लिए चेकिंग की जा रही थी। चेकिंग के दौरान 2 व्यक्ति आ रहे थे मोटरसाइकिल से। पुलिस की टीम के द्वारा उनको रुकने का इशारा किया गया तो वो रुककर तेजी से अपनी गाड़ी को भगाने लगे। पुलिस के द्वारा उनका पीछा किया गया और उनकी घेराबंदी की गई तो उनके द्वारा पुलिस टीम पर जान से मारने की नीयत से फायरिंग की गई। पुलिस टीम के द्वारा अपनी सुरक्षार्थ फायरिंग की गई, जिसमें एक व्यक्ति को गोली लगी। पुलिस टीम के द्वारा पूछताछ करने पर ज्ञात हुआ उसने अपना नाम अंशु सिंह मुकेश प्रताप सिंह बताया, जो रेवती थाना क्षेत्र का रहने वाला है।
A theft accused was nabbed in Agra. An encounter with a robbery accused in Jalon.
ये 15 मई को कोंच में एक डकैती की घटना एक सराफा की दुकान में हुई थी, जिसके संबंध में कल कुछ अभियुक्तों की गिरफ्तारी कर उस घटना का अनावरण किया गया था।
This is Operation Langra, hitting the criminals hard. Theft, robbery, rape. No crime is being taken lightly. There is punishment, there is system, and there is law. The message from Yogi government is clear. There is no place for crimes in Yogi rule. Should this Yogi model be followed more widely to ensure the fear of law among criminals?
Let's start with a round of applause for Yogi Adityanath's Operation Langra. How fantastic, Vikram Singh. We must all applaud this. How innovative, how wonderful, how beautiful is this, how satisfying. All these criminals who got a free run in the Samajwadi Party time, Tariq Lari, they are all becoming Langra. You know, see the visuals? No human rights for criminals, no human rights for terrorists. All of them have become Langra. All of them, all of them are Langra.
पिछले 7 साल से ये बैठे हुए और कह रहे थे कि क्रिमिनल भाग गए, जेल चले गए, उसके बाद क्रिमिनल इनका मुंह पे क्या कर रहा है वो सबको दिख रहा है। पूरे यूपी के मुंह पे थूक रहे क्रिमिनल। ये 10-10 एनकाउंटर एक दिन में करके क्या साबित कर रहे हैं कि क्राइम फ्री हो गया। बेकार की बातें ना करें, ऐसे प्रोपेगेंडा ना फैलाएं कि क्राइम फ्री स्टेट चल रहा है। क्या जरूरत पड़ रही है? 10 साल, ये 7 साल से बैठे हुए हैं और तब भी एनकाउंटर करना पड़ रहा है। शर्म की बात है, शर्म आनी चाहिए। आपको भी करते हो, कहते हुए शर्म आनी चाहिए। हमने देश को गरीबी दूर कर दी, लेकिन 80 करोड़ को राशन दे रहे हैं, शर्म नहीं आती है। भूखों को राशन दे रहे हैं।
आप मेरे प्रोग्राम में आके इन रेपिस्ट को सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं।
नहीं, कोई नहीं।
ये काउ स्मगलर, रेपिस्ट, हिस्ट्री शीटर को आप सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं। क्या इमोशनल रिलेशनशिप आपका इन लोगों से?
क्राइम फ्री स्टेट, मैं उसकी बात कर रहा हूँ। मेरे बेटे की क्लास फेलो कर रहे हुआ था, क्या हुआ उस केस में? मेरे बेटे की क्लास फेलो कर रहे हुआ था, क्या हुआ उसमें? क्या मालूम आपको? मुख्यमंत्री आवास से कुछ दूरी पर रेप हुआ था, टैक्सी वालों ने, टेम्पो वालों ने रेप किया था। इसी लग
He's frozen. Ladies and gentlemen, Pankaj, he's frozen. You see, Operation Langra jo hai, Pankaj, I'm just coming to you, Sanju, is the biggest campaign against crime in Uttar Pradesh. Very direct campaign. You try to run, you get shot, but you don't die. The bullet goes in your calf. It's very accurate. The bullet goes in your calf or in your thigh, so you can't run. You fall, then you're caught and you're taken by the police. Right? Pankaj, it's not innovative, it's very direct, very good, very lawful as per the law. Right? And look at the people who've been caught. Should I open the phone lines today? Chalo, let's open the phone lines. Let's open the phone lines. Should I open the phone lines? Pankaj? Number is on your screen. Yeah.
Efforts by governments for controlling crimes are always welcome. But the propensity of taking credit for, Operation Langra types unauthorized felonious ventures should never be encouraged, Mr. Goswami. The use of force by police can be justified under certain circumstances. But it is the primary duty of any government to ensure that it must always be done within the boundaries of the law with a focus on protecting human rights. You have your own compulsions to like Yogi ji and the word bulldozer and can relish the incidence of bullets in thighs and legs. But a sincere journalist like you must know one thing, that police brutality and custodial tortures has a significant impact on people and often these incidents of extrajudicial.
1 minute, Pankaj. I'll let Sanju come in. This is 1 minute. Pankaj, this is not custodial. This is not custodial. No, this is not custodial. Nobody is being shot at inside a jail. You see, when these are bad people, when they try to run, when they try to resist, when they try to attack the police, only them they are shot in the legs to incapacitate them. It's a very thoughtful way of dealing with them. Sanju.
Thank you. Arnab, I always corroborate my response with data. And thanks to Operation Langra and similar such operations, in the last 8 years that Yogi Adityanath has been in power, you need to listen to this and your audience will find this interesting. Robberies are down by 85%. Theft cases are down by 77%. Sexual assault cases are down by 94%. Murders are down by 41%. Attempt to murder is down by 57%. Dowry deaths are down by 79.78%. I'm quoting NCRB data. And the NCRB says that the reason why crime in Uttar Pradesh is down anywhere between 70 to 85% is because of better CCTV deployment, higher number of police outposts. Now there are 126 new police outposts. More than 2.16 lakh policemen were given permanent jobs. 28,000 policemen were recruited in Uttar Pradesh in the last 2 years alone. More than 14,000 crore of mafia money has been monetized via the Gangsters Act. 68 institutionalized mafias, their licenses have been revoked. 351 armed licenses have been done away with. But my simple point is this. Why is the ecosystem rattled? Arnab, do you remember a man called Moeed Khan and his assistant called Raju Khan? Barely 18 months back, they raped a 14-year-old Hindu Dalit girl. And Moeed Khan is a very, very close confidant of Avdesh Prasad, the so-called member of parliament from Ayodhya.
Has he also been caught in Operation Langra?
He's not been caught in Operation Langra because he's cooling his heels in the jail.
But if he tries to run, then he will become a victim of Operation Langra.
Exactly.
If he runs. Okay. So he will feel safer in jail than outside.
And try to run. Exactly. And the other person, Arnab, you should talk about is another very senior Samajwadi Party leader. He's very close to Akhilesh Yadav's wife. His name is Nawab Singh Yadav. He is facing trial for raping a 16-year-old Adivasi Hindu girl. And there is a man called Virender Singh Pal. He was booked and arrested in September 2024. He's out on bail but likely to go back to prison. He again raped a 12-year-old Dalit girl. So Moeed Khan, Raju Khan, Virender Pal, Nawab Singh Yadav, this is a part of Akhilesh Yadav's close coterie. And these people were mollycoddled for the longest time by Samajwadi Party's Karta Dhartas like Akhilesh, Ram Gopal Yadav, what have you.
Okay.
So the Samajwadi Party panelist has no nervous standard to give lectures to the BJP.
You know what Yogi is doing? Tariq, I'll tell you. Tariq, आपको एक तारीख बताता हूँ. तारीख, आपको एक तारीख बताता हूँ. तारीख.
हाईवे पे दिखाया आपके नेता ने, बड़ा अच्छा सीन देखने को मिला है. बहुत बढ़िया सीन देखा है. आपके बलिया के दो नेताओं को दिखाया है कि कैसे लड़कियों का.
अरे आपको मैं बताता हूँ. एक मिनट. तारिक जी आपको मैं समझाता हूँ एक चीज. तारिक, I'll teach you something.
अभी क्राइम की बात कर ले जनाब.
एक मिनट. तारिक जी, आप जरा ये ऑटो पायलट में अपने मुंह को ना चलाएं.
विक्रम सिंह जी, आप बात करिए. आप ही का जमाना.
विक्रम जी के सीनियरिटी का लहजा कीजिए. ये उंगली दिखा के मत चलाइए मेरे प्रोग्राम पर.
इनके जमाने में हमारे ऊपर हमला हुआ था और इन्होंने क्या किया था? कल आप लोगों की गलती है. मायावती कह रही है कि आप बीएसपी ज्वाइन कर लीजिए. ये थे मायावती के बीच में मीडिएटर कि आप मायावती की सरकार ज्वाइन कर लीजिए तो आपको इंसाफ मिल जाएगा. ये थे डीजीपी. ये मैं कह रहा हूँ,
ये पता नहीं कहाँ का ईंट कहाँ का गारा ला रहे हैं. आपके सारे आरोप इल्जाम को मैं खारिज करता हूँ. कहीं का ईंट कहीं का गारा. आप जो बात बता रहे हैं पता नहीं कब की है. अगर आपको शिकायत थी तब कहते तो ज्यादा अच्छा रोशनी होती. आपके आरोप इल्जामों में दम होते. आपके इल्जाम आपकी जुबान की तरह बिल्कुल लड़खड़ा रहे हैं और बिल्कुल कमजोर हैं. अगर आप में जरा सी सलाहियत होती तो आप जाके अदालत में मेरे खिलाफ नालिश करते. ना आपने नालिश की, ना आपने कोई शिकायत की. आज पता नहीं कहाँ का कहीं का ईंट कहीं का गारा ला करके आप इल्जामात लगा रहे हैं. और आपके इल्जाम ये साबित करता है कि आप किनके साथ खड़े हुए हैं. अब अर्नब, मैं बताना चाहूंगा इनके साथी कौन है. आपने जो कहा ना ऑपरेशन लंगड़ा एक राहत की सांस है उत्तर प्रदेश वालों के लिए. इट इज अ लाइफलाइन फॉर द पीपल ऑफ उत्तर प्रदेश एंड आई एम हैप्पी. आई वुड लाइक टू कॉम्प्लीमेंट द उत्तर प्रदेश पुलिस फॉर गोइंग आउट इन अ प्रोएक्टिव मैनर एंड न्यूट्रलाइजिंग द क्रिमिनल्स. It is in the right to private defense. I'd like to tell you the legal aspect. Section 34 to 44 of Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, the former IPC sections 96 to 106, right of private defense. And as they say in the case Jare, हंगामाए गिरफ्तारी में मुनासिब चोट पहुंचा करके दस्तयाब किया गया. It is the minimum force that is done below the waist, below the knee, so as not to hit the vital part.
Correct.
If the police wanted to, they could have aimed in between the eyes and on the third button. But my political friends, I would like to tell you that the UP police is not bloodthirsty and it goes by the rule book. But yes, it is unsparing. And let us assure that there was one chief minister who shook hands with the dog of the mafia. And one chief minister, that is Yogi ji, who said, मिट्टी में मिला दूंगा. Now it is for the people to choose who would they like to have as their leader.
I thank you for your comments. I want to make a point out here today, and Tariq must be quiet here, right? एक तारीख याद दिलाएंगे आज तारीख को, और तारीख है 10 जुलाई 2020। कोविड का समय था और इनके फेवरेट गैंगस्टर जिनका नाम था विकास दुबे के खिलाफ देयर वर 60 केसेस ऑफ मर्डर एंड अटेम्प्ट टू मर्डर। Vikas Dubey was favorite gangster of Samajwadi Party. Now he tried to escape from police custody, Sanju. And unfortunately, because he tried to resist, he was shot dead. फिर अखिलेश को बहुत he felt very sentimental. And अखिलेश ने कहा, everyone on, अखिलेश ने कहा दरअसल ये कार नहीं पटली, राज खुलने से सरकार पलटने से बच गई है। Which means Akhilesh supported Vikas Dubey. These are the kind of people you have supported, and now Yogi is saying, Yogi कह रहे I don't care. Yogi is saying I don't care. आप भागने की कोशिश करेंगे, I'll make you victim of Operation Langra. I want to ask the people of the country today, do you support Yogi's Operation Langra? इन्होंने they made justice Langra. Here the criminals are being made Langra. Is supporter of it. These are supporters of criminals, ladies and gentlemen. These are supporters of criminals. Tariq.
पुलिस वालों को पैसा देता था वो, पुलिस वालों को अपनी जेब का मोहरा समझता था, सबको पैसा देता था, यहाँ तक कि उस समय के गृह सचिव को भी पैसा देता था।
When the accused, this is Operation Langra everywhere across Uttar Pradesh, criminals are Langra today. Giridhar is calling from Hyderabad. Giridhar, do you support what Yogi is doing? Do you support Operation Langra?
Yes, Arnav, good evening. First of all, me and my wife are big fans of your channel and you. And secondly, coming to I lived in UP for 24 years. I know very well what was UP and what is right now. And I request you and all other channels, stop calling these Congress, Samajwadi Party, TMC people to the news debates. They don't deserve any coverage, first of all.
Let's take the visuals.
Please don't call them. They don't deserve, because they cannot digest any kind of development.
इनका आपका टीआरपी बंद हो जाएगा अर्नब भाई, ये काम कर दीजिए।
Okay, 1 minute. Giridhar, thank you. Mote Gowda, Mr. Mote Gowda from Bengaluru.
Son of Republic, and I'm not from any party. I'm a true Indian.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm not from any political party. I'm a true Indian. I want to say one thing to my panelists, whichever the party, please, if one of your daughter, mother, or Palgam and this Langra, how long you are going to defend this criminal, rapists and murderers? Please, from your heart, as a true Indian, I'm requesting you, please don't defend any criminal.
You support Yogi? You support Yogi? Do you support Yogi?
Yes. I want to say yes. My children, maybe my entire family, I will support this kind of works.
Thank you, ma'am. From Una, I have Vishal calling from Una. Vishal.
Hello, everybody. Good evening and Jai Hind. I completely support this.
I know.
What is happening. The major reason is this, because UP is becoming nationally very important day by day with the kind of infrastructure that we are putting over there, from BrahMos to the rifles being over there.
Yeah.
It's becoming very important for us that we do not allow any kind of lapse on abidance to the law. These small criminals from one day would become, if we don't take care of them now, tomorrow there would be a problem for the whole nation.
I agree. I agree with you, Vishal. I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you about that. Let's run some of these visuals. People are very intrigued at the number of criminals who have become Langra. Now, there is no derogatory reference to anyone who's physically challenged out there. The fact is, these are criminals. They have become Langra because they deserve to be Langra. Oh, Somesh is calling from Amargarh. Somesh, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. Namaste, Arnav. I am from Punjab, Amargarh. I want to say two things to you. Very good program. First time I've been calling you. Actually, Mr. Yogi is a role model as far as the law enforcement agencies are concerned. You very wisely use the word innovative method in your beginning speech. That I come from Punjab. There was a murder some years back of Mr. Sidhu Moosewala. His father is fighting for justice. You know, he made a statement that if you are not able to do so, he was obviously referring to the government of Punjab, then should we bring people like Mr. Yogi? And you would have remembered like the Calcutta High Court made the observation that people like Yogi should be there. I want to give an example of Chanakya. He was fighting with that Dhananand. When he was, जो ये अभी मिस्टर कह रहे थे कोई आपके बैठे हैं ना पंकज और वो के लॉ अबाइडिंग होना चाहिए, इतना एग्रेसिव नहीं होना चाहिए. Until unless he fought under the law, the results were not there. Then he thought that I am fighting with the Kutil people. So he applied those schemes of Kutilta. Then he was called Kautilya.
I agree with you, Somesh.
You know that?
You can't. You see, Pankaj, there is so much support building for Yogi Adityanath's approach to law and order. It's being discussed. You got calls from Himachal, Una, from Punjab right now, from Bengaluru. Are you noticing it? People like things like this.
Yes.
People like this approach. Pankaj, don't be cynical about Yogi. See, 75% of people
Pankaj
are
has not
supporting
yet
him.
woken up and smelled the coffee. Pankaj, time to wake up and smell the coffee.
Your caller is saying that when Yogi ji became Kutam, then he was called Kautilya. He is Kautilya because he is Kutiltam. Such a fantastic philosophy. And normally, I would like to say one more thing. I find Vikram Singh ji normally a very reasonable and sensible person.
Vikram.
And had an opinion that he must have served the UP police with utmost impartiality while keeping the highest criterion of fundamental human rights intact. But after seeing him clapping with you in the beginning of the program today, I'm totally really confused.
One minute, stay with the visuals, don't come to me. I'm asking you, it's not about him or me. Everybody across India is seeing what is happening to criminals in Uttar Pradesh. And you know, in our criminal justice system, this tariq, pe tariq goes on. And if this is the way to handle people who are avoiding the law, so be it. Vikram, do you want to respond? Vikram Singh, would you have done the same thing if you were DGP today? Or would you need to have the political guidance of someone like Yogi to be able to do so?
I would say, Arnab, let me tell you, I have done much more than this because I have shot in between the eyes and on the third button. I did not spare them. And I would say that, yes, the respect for the human rights is very commendable. But I would say, yes, this is the need of the hour. And to say that there was a government, and I would say, who called Atiq and others as Gharibon ke Masiha, the messiahs of the poor. And then they also had the audacity to withdraw the cases of the terrorists and the anti-national elements. It was only when they were chastised by the Honorable High Court that they said, why are you just withdrawing the cases? You should send their names for a Padma Vibhushan also. Look at the depravity. And if you choose to condemn these actions and those actions, calling Atiq, Ashraf, and as a messiah, then you said that you're not
I didn't say that. That was Tariq. Tariq calls them messiahs. I don't. Tariq finds them messiah.
Please don't talk like that. Don't talk now.
Okay, then, but you defended them. You said you said they have been treated badly. You said they have been treated badly.
They have been treated badly. Sorry, I said they were killed badly.
Was said to be the
They were killed badly.
How did you want them to be killed well?
ट्रीटमेंट तो बाहर होना चाहिए था इनके साथ. मैं कभी इन लोग के फेवर का नहीं रहा हूँ. मेरे परिवार के ऊपर 4 लोगों के ऊपर हमला हुआ, जानलेवा गोली लगी है, गोली कहाँ है? 2005 से लेकर
मुझे क्या पता आपने क्या किया है? संजू
सर, विक्रम सिंह जी भी उसमें डीजीपी था.
You'll have to give me time to make my point. अरे भाई साहब, और ना what kind of a debate?
Yes.
Mr. Arnab, I want to quote what Mr. Prashant Kumar, the ADG Law and Order, has said. Arnab, can you ask this guy to please stop
please,
with
go on.
background music? Prashant Kumar, the ADG Law and Order in Uttar Pradesh, made a very important point. He said in the last 7 to 8 years under Yogi Adityanath, you will be shocked to know, Arnab, 27 policemen were killed because they were assaulted by criminal elements. It is after that Yogi Adityanath decided that the Gangster Act has to be implemented with full force. And Prashant Kumar says that till now, 18,225 criminals have been arrested simply for assaulting policemen. More than 3,000 policemen have been injured. Do you remember the Sambhal mosque incident? Circle officer of Sambhal, Anuj Chaudhary, was assaulted by these rabid elements.
अरे पुलिस कस्टडी में कितने लोग मारे गए ये भी तो बताइए।
अनुज चौधरी संभल
पुलिस कस्टडी में कितने लोग मारे गए?
ऑफिसर को असॉल्ट किया गया। आपके जिहादी भाइयों ने अनुज चौधरी, who is the circle officer of Sambhal, was assaulted with Molotov cocktails. He was assaulted with knives, with swords. He barely escaped.
कोर्ट के अंदर कितने लोग मारे गए? कोर्ट के अंदर टूटा कैसे हुआ?
Hard stance against people who assaulted Anuj Chaudhary, the circle officer of Sambhal. Do you know in Nagpur violence there's a DCP called Niketan Kadam? Even he was assaulted by your jihadi elements. So now the new rule book in the playbook of jihadis is to assault the police constabulary. From Anuj Chaudhary in Sambhal to Niketan Kadam in Nagpur to senior police officers in Madhya Pradesh. Now radical jihadi elements are attacking our police forces. They are attacking our brave hearts. Hence the might of the law will be used in.
मेरी आवाज बंद कर दी गई।
नहीं, आपका आवाज किसी ने बंद नहीं किया, but 93% of people are supporting Yogi Adityanath.
डंडा चलेगा।
नहीं, बिल्कुल करें। लेकिन भाई ये भी तो बताइए पुलिस ने अपनी कस्टडी में कितने लोगों को मारा है पूरे यूपी में?
कस्टडी में नहीं मारा।
योगी की पुलिस ने कितने
कस्टडी में नहीं मारा है। अगर कोई भाग रहा हो, काउ स्मगलर या रेप अक्यूज भाग रहा हो, तभी ऑपरेशन लंगड़ा इंप्लीमेंट होता है।
ऑपरेशन का भाई पुलिस कस्टडी में मारा गया।
नहीं, मुझे नहीं पता आपके इंडिविजुअल फैमिली केस में क्या हुआ, आई डोंट नो।
अरे सर ये
मैं आपके फैमिली केस के बारे में कमेंट नहीं कर सकता। विक्रम जी, आप करना चाहेंगे? विक्रम जी, वुड यू लाइक टू कमेंट?
करना चाहता हूं। अरे कानून जितनी इजाजत देता है उसके परिधि में रहते हुए कानून की बुनियाद के ऊपर कार्रवाई होती है। हंगामाए गिरफ्तारी में मुनासिब चोट पहुंचा के, मुनासिब गैर मुनासिब नहीं। आपको अगर शिकायत हो मुनासिब चोट के परिमाण से, मैग्नीट्यूड से, आप कोर्ट चलिए, हमारे हत्या का मुकदमा कायम करा दीजिए, जेल भिजवा दीजिए। वो आप करेंगे नहीं। चैनल पे बैठ के फर्जी आप इल्जाम लगाते हैं, बेबुनियाद उलझुल बेबुनियाद आरोप लगाते हैं।
Ladies and gentlemen, I think I'll just like to end with all the visuals there, 3 windows there of the Operation Langra victims, and I want to ask you, do you have any sympathy for these criminals? Do you feel bad for these people?
No.
Or do you think they deserve to be victims of Operation Langra?
They should be dead.
They deserve to be.
Then in that case you should support the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh and his style. It's called the bulldozer come Operation Langra style of Yogi Adityanath. The bulldozer come Operation Langra style of Yogi Adityanath. And ladies and gentlemen, there's this ex-actor called Dino Moria, a very controversial guy. His name has come up in many controversial cases. I don't want to go into the details of that. Very controversial. Now, he's been running away from Republic's cameras all day trying to dodge Republic. But the fact is he cannot escape the investigation in a huge multi-crore scam. When we asked him the question, when Meenakshi, a Republic Bangla reporter and anchor, asked him the question, he tried to be aggressive with her. He lost his cool. The fact is, this is a case of Dino dodging. Let's debate.
How do you know Ketan Kadam? How do you know Ketan Kadam received any commission in this case? Was there any political influence?
A 65 crore rupees scam in the financial capital, Mumbai. Involvement of key players and role of actor Dino Moria under lens. The desilting of the Methi River, a crucial drainage artery for Mumbai, is at the heart of a multi-crore scam.
We're following.
Under the radar for his alleged involvement is actor Dino Moria. When confronted, watch how the actor uses abusive language.
Why are you running away? Why are you running away?
I'm not running away, mad or what?
Why are you running away? Do you know why are you not responding to the questions? There were financial transactions between you. There were guys. There were financial transactions. There were financial transactions between you and Ketan Kadam. Was there any political influence in this case? Dino, would you respond? Dino, was there any political influence in this? Could you respond?
There are some transaction between.
When confronted again inside the Economic Offences Wing office, he smacks Republic's camera.
Is Ketan Kadam is your business partner? Dino, please answer the question. Dino, is Ketan Kadam your business partner? Did you introduce Ketan Kadam to BMC? Did you use any political influence to introduce Ketan Kadam to BMC? Dino? There are some transaction between you and Ketan Kadam. What is your answer? What is your answer on that? Dino, what is your answer on that?
So what we're going to do is you go first.
Is Ketan Kadam your business partner?
Another key player in the case is Ketan Kadam. The main accused in this scam are Ketan Kadam and Jay Joshi, who are accused of committing this economic crime in connivance with the officials of Matprop company and some employees of BMC.
Is Ketan Kadam is your business partner? Dino, please answer the question. Dino, is Ketan Kadam your business partner? Did you introduce Ketan Kadam to BMC? Did you use any political influence to introduce Ketan Kadam to BMC? Dino? There are some transaction between you and Ketan Kadam. What is your answer? What is your answer on that? Dino, what is your answer on that?
So what we're going to do is you go first.
Is Ketan Kadam your business partner?
Dino, how do you know Ketan Kadam? Dino, how do you know?
According to sources, there have been several conversations between Dino Moria, his brother, and the main accused of this scam, Ketan Kadam.
Dino, how do you know Ketan Kadam? Dino, how do you know Ketan Kadam? You received any commission in this case? Was there any political influence in this case? Did Aditya Thackeray help you? क्या आदित्य ठाकरे कोई कमीशन मिला? कोई कमीशन आपको मिला?
Running away, mad or what?
Under the scrutiny of the Economic Offences Wing are the call records between Dino Moria and main accused Ketan Kadam. Actor and model Dino Moria and his brother Santino were for the second time in 3 days questioned by the Economic Offences Wing of the Mumbai Police. Shiv Sena says that contracts of the case were given by Uddhav and Aditya Thackeray.
मुंबई पुलिस ने दीनू मोरिया को बुलाकर लगभग 8 घंटे तक उनकी जांच की, उनसे पूछताछ। लेकिन दीनू मोरिया और आदित्य ठाकरे के जो संबंध हैं वो पूरे मुंबई को पता है। दीनू मोरिया जो नशीली दवाओं के व्यापार में है, जिस पर आरोप लगता रहा है, ऐसे ड्रग पेडलर और ड्रग ट्रेडर के बीच के साथ आदित्य ठाकरे के संबंध का क्या अर्थ है, इसकी छानबीन होनी चाहिए।
With allegations flying thick and fast, should the Thackeray's face questioning too?
And ladies and gentlemen, the person going hammer and tongs against Dino Moria is Sanjay Nirupam. ladies and gentlemen. Sanjay Nirupam, now we saw your press conference today. Sanjay Nirupam is a Shiv Sena leader, very prominent leader in Mumbai, earlier with the Congress. You've gone hammer and tongs on Dino Moria, but it seems to me you're going hammer and tongs more on Aditya Thackeray. Who is your target here? Why are you bringing in Aditya Thackeray in a case where Dino Moria is being questioned?
I'm not targeting any particular person. I'm raising a fundamental issue of Mumbai. The issue is related to rains. जब भी मुंबई में मॉनसून आता है, बारिश होती है, तो मुंबई पूरी तरह से डूब जाती है। कारण दो होते हैं। एक तो क्या नालों की अच्छे ढंग से सफाई नहीं हुई, मतलब जो ड्रेनेज सिस्टम है वो कहीं ना कहीं चोकअप था जिसकी वजह से पानी नहीं गया। दूसरा, मीठी नदी। 2005 के 26 जुलाई में जब भयंकर बारिश हुई थी मुंबई में, मेरे ख्याल से तब आप भी मुंबई में थे, तब आपने देखा होगा कि मीठी नदी में एक जबरदस्त बाढ़ आई। उसके बाद से मीठी नदी की सफाई का काम शुरू हुआ और मुंबई के लोगों को बचाया जाए, कभी बारिश में तकलीफ ना हो, इसके लिए जरूरी कि मीठी नदी पूरी तरह से क्लीन हो और उसके डिसिल्टिंग हो और उसकी वाइडनिंग हो। 1200 करोड़ रुपए पिछले 20 वर्षों में 2005 से लेकर 2022 के बीच 1200 करोड़ रुपए खर्च किए जा चुके हैं, लेकिन अभी तक मीठी नदी की सफाई नहीं हुई। इस बीच मुंबई पुलिस के इकोनॉमिक्स ऑफेंस विंग ने एक एसआईटी गठित की गई जिसमें 65 करोड़ का एक स्कैम पकड़ा गया है और उस स्कैम में दीनू मोरिया नाम का एक फिल्म एक्टर है, उसका नाम निकल के आता है कि वो एक बीच का जो मिडलमैन था, दलाल था, केतन कदम, उसके साथ ही वॉज इन टच विथ हिम और कॉन्स्टेंटली ही वॉज इन टच विथ हिम। इसमें भी कुछ गलत नहीं है, एक संयोग हो सकता है, लेकिन आगे दीनू मोरिया को बार बार बुलाया जाना और उसकी कोई भूमिका है क्या ये पता लगाना। उसके बाद दीनू मोरिया और आदित्य ठाकरे की जो दोस्ती है, जो रिश्ता है, वो पूरे मुंबई को पता है। दिशा सालियन का जो डेथ हुई है उसमें इन दोनों के ऊपर आरोप लग चुके हैं और कहा जाता है कि दिशा सालियन जिस दिन कथित तौर पर सुसाइड कर रही थी उस दिन उसकी पार्टी में दोनों साथ में थे। इससे पहले भी बहुत सारी पार्टियां साथ साथ करते रहे हैं। ओपन जिम इन दोनों ने मिलकर खोला था और दीनू मोरिया को उन्हें कॉन्ट्रैक्ट दे रखा था। तो अब हमें पता लगाना है कि पिछले 20 वर्षों में मुंबई में महानगर पालिका ने जो भी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट दिए वो निश्चित तौर पर सारे के सारे कॉन्ट्रैक्ट बगैर मातोश्री के परमिशन के नहीं दिए जाते थे। उद्धव ठाकरे और आदित्य ठाकरे जिस कॉन्ट्रैक्टर को माने ग्रीन सिग्नल देंगे या जिस कॉन्ट्रैक्टर से उनके पास कुछ ना कुछ एक तरह से एक फेवर आएगा, उसी कॉन्ट्रैक्टर को कॉन्ट्रैक्ट मिलता है। तो निश्चित तौर पर जो 18 कॉन्ट्रैक्टर मीठी नदी की सफाई के लिए फाइनल हुए, उनमें सारे के सारे कॉन्ट्रैक्टर्स का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट फाइनल करने में इन दोनों बाप बेटों का मेजर रोल है। तो क्या इस प्रकरण में भी जो 65 करोड़ का एक स्कैम है जिसकी छानबीन हो रही है, क्या इसमें भी दीनू मोरिया चूंकि उसका दोस्त है, तो क्या आदित्य ठाकरे की कोई भूमिका है? इस भूमिका की जांच होनी चाहिए। दीनू मोरिया के पास इतने ज्यादा पॉलिटिकल क्लाउड्स नहीं है कि वो अपने दम पर कोई कॉन्ट्रैक्ट फाइनल करा सकता है। हां, वो आदित्य ठाकरे से उसका जो रिश्ता है, उस रिश्ते का दुरुपयोग करके, उसका मिसयूज करके, उसका फायदा उठाते हुए वो निश्चित तौर पर अपने लोगों को कॉन्ट्रैक्ट दिलाया होगा। और जो जिस कॉन्ट्रैक्टर के बारे में, जिस दलाल के बारे में सारी चर्चा आ रही है कि उसके साथ दीनू मोरिया वाज इन कॉन्स्टेंटली टच विथ हिम एंड दीनू मोरिया ने कहीं ना कहीं इस पूरे के पूरे कॉन्ट्रैक्ट को प्रभावित करने की कोशिश की, तो क्या उस पूरे प्रक्रिया में आदित्य ठाकरे की भूमिका है? आदित्य ठाकरे से जो उसका संबंध है, उस संबंध का उसने कोई नाजायज फायदा उठाया? इसकी जांच होनी चाहिए। तो दैट इज व्हाट आई हैव डिमांडेड फ्रॉम एसआईटी ऑफ मुंबई पुलिस, दैट प्लीज लुक इनटू द मैटर आदित्य ठाकरे हैज टू डू एनीथिंग विद दिस केस and whether he has played any role in awarding contract to these scamsters.
So you're saying he's a front for politicians. I'm also surprised. How is this film actor? He's not even a film actor. He's some B-grade film actor. How is he getting all these contracts?
I don't know. He's a B-grade film actor. He's a flopped model. He's a drug peddler. And I don't understand why Aditya Thackeray is so much close to him. Such a person who is known for drug peddling in Mumbai.
How can you say that? I mean,
that maybe his personal life.
How are you calling him a drug peddler? That's not a substantiated charge that you're making. It's a serious allegation you're making against him. A very serious allegation. You could be sued for defamation.
Arnab, there are so many things which cannot be substantiated, but in the society of Mumbai, everybody knows it. Everybody is aware of the fact that Dino Moria type of people are into this thing and they are basically supplying these things to जो बड़े बड़े लोग होते हैं शहर में, जो फिल्म इंडस्ट्री के बड़े बड़े नाम होते हैं या पॉलिटिकल भी हो सकते हैं. तो माय पॉइंट इज यू कैन हैव योर पर्सनल चॉइस टू हैव योर फ्रेंड, बट are you being a politician, being a powerful person, being a person in power, using your contact to benefit your personal friend? That has to be investigated, and that is where I'm free to raise a question.
Yeah, you're raising a very serious question. Kishore Tiwari of the Uddhav Sena is here today. Kishore Tiwari, you know him, Sanjay Nirupam. Sanjay Nirupam is a very senior leader.
Don't put it to debate.
No, I'm not putting, but I want to hear his point, then I'll come back to you. Is that all right? At least our viewers must know both sides. See, what is happening, Sanjay, is that most channels are trying to kill this story. You know, the problem with news channels in our country is also, Sanjay, they are starstruck. Even a B grade, C grade, D grade actor, they are starstruck. They won't ask questions. We are the only ones asking questions. That's why we are very popular in Mumbai also. The visuals are revealing. I'll show the whole sequence today when our fantastic anchor from Republic Bangla, we're so proud of her, Meenakshi, runs behind him. और वो लास्ट में जाके अटैक करता है मीनाक्षी को. वो ऐसे करके, as a lady anchor, he pushes her. He almost hits her. If I show you the visuals, you see his arrogance. This arrogance cannot be allowed. Right? And Kishore Tiwari, is there any connection between Aditya Thackeray and Dino Moria? I don't know. Is there? Sanjay Nirupam says there's some connection out here. Because of his connections, he used to get contracts of all types. Is there not a conflict of interest here?
Sanjay Nirupam's allegation I have heard and I have seen his press conference also. He has initially clarified that he don't want to have a debate over it. But Arnav, you are running the show. Your show is carrying these serious allegations. I request Sanjay Nirupam, because Sanjay Nirupam is basically activist. From journalist, he was an editor. Then he became a member of parliament. Initially from the Shiv Sena.
Come to the subject. He has made an allegation. To be fair, I'm asking you to respond because you're from Uddhav Sena.
I am responding. I'm responding. Last 3 years, Shiv Sena, which Sanjay Nirupam is a part of it, they are in power. The investigation were called by Uddhav Thackeray self. And the investigation is going on. If there is a single evidence against Aditya Thackeray, I will request Sanjay Nirupam to approach Deputy CM or CM Devendra Fadnavis. If he has any some issue with contacting Devendra Fadnavis to expedite the whole inquiry, I will help him.
Is that sequence there?
Arnav, you always run an agenda against Uddhav Thackeray, Aditya Thackeray, against corruption and all these things.
Kishore, I don't give a damn about Aditya Thackeray, to be very honest. It is just because he mentioned it. I'm a fair journalist. I gave you a chance to. He's not a significant enough leader for me to speak too much on. He's not a significant. Come on. Even Uddhav Sena is not significant, and then also, what is his achievement? He's not significant for me to comment on. He's not significant enough for me to comment on. But I want to show my people, my viewers, the clip of. Sanjay is saying something. Sanjay Nirupam is saying something. Sanjay Nirupam is saying something. Sanjay Nirupam is saying. Sanjay Nirupam, go on.
Arnab, you wanted to. Arnab, आपका क्वेश्चन ये था कि क्या आदित्य ठाकरे और दीनू मोरिया के कोई संबंध हैं? I think you wanted to know this.
That is the only question.
मैं आपको कुछ फोटोग्राफ दिखाना चाहता हूं, अगर आप जूम कर सके
क्या
तो करिएगा।
फोटोग्राफ?
हाँ, तो एक तो ये दीनू मोरिया आदित्य ठाकरे दिख रहे हैं। अब जूम करना चाहे करिए कैमरा वाले लोग। और दूसरा फोटो ये देखिए, ये दीनू मोरिया और ये
मुझे I have the photographs in my hand.
अच्छा ये देखिए
I have the photographs in my hand. There are some photographs. These are the photographs you have shown in your press.
तो आपका जो
Arnav, I would like to add. Arnav, I would like to add.
आपका जो प्रश्न है,
ये क्या है?
एक मिनट, आपका जो प्रश्न, अर्नब,
Let him answer. Sanjay, please. Yeah, Sanjay.
अर्नब, आपका जो प्रश्न है कि क्या आदित्य ठाकरे और दीनो मोरिया का कोई संबंध है, तो बिल्कुल इसका जवाब है यस, और उनके बहुत घनिष्ठ संबंध है। घनिष्ठ संबंध उनका निजी मामला हो सकता है, मुझे इस पर बहुत ज्यादा ऐतराज नहीं करना है, लेकिन क्या उन संबंधों का दुरुपयोग मुंबई के मीठी नदी के सफाई में घोटाला करने में हुआ है? यह एक बड़ा विषय है। मेरे पास सबूत होता तो मैं लेके खड़ा हो जाता। मैं क्या कह रहा हूं? मैं कह रहा हूं जब एसआईटी जांच कर रही है दीनू मोरिया के रोल की, तो लगे हाथ आदित्य ठाकरे की भूमिका की भी जांच करे, उनको भी बुलाए, उनसे भी पूछताछ करे और पता लगाए कि मुंबई जो मीठी नदी के एकदम भर जाने की वजह से पूरी तरह से तबाह हो जाती है और लोग परेशान हो जाते हैं, उस मीठी नदी की सफाई न हो या उसमें घोटाला हो, इसमें आदित्य ठाकरे और उनके पिता भी शामिल हैं। ये मुंबई के लोगों के सामने स्पष्ट होना चाहिए।
बिल्कुल। किशोर, 10 seconds to respond.
You should give me a fair chance.
10 seconds. I don't
you
have
should
time.
allow me to speak. अर्नव, मेरे को बात करने देना, आपने क्यों ऐसा कर रहे हो? एक तो मैं अभी बता रहा हूं, संजय भाई मेरे मित्र है, मैं उनकी इज्जत भी करता हूं। संजय भाई, आपके पास सबूत हो तो भी, अगर सबूत नहीं है आपके दीनू मोरिया के खिलाफ, आपके पास सबूत हो, कदम से उसके कनेक्शन के
anyway, देखिए वो सब I'm sure he will show. I want to only show you viewers just a video, 30 seconds of that video at the end, when Dino Moria is running. जैसे भाग रहे हैं ना, एक किशोर जी, जैसे संजय निरुपम, the way he runs, he looks very scared. Can I show the clip before I go into a break? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dino dodging. I'm showing the videos so you judge for yourself whether this ex-actor Dino Moria is hiding something or not. You can judge. The case is being investigated. Here's a clip, and then I'm going to come back with my 9 o'clock debate on Bangladeshis being thrown out. Here's a clip.
Is Ketan Kadam is your business partner? Dino, please answer the question. Dino, is Ketan Kadam your business partner? Did you introduce Ketan Kadam to BMC? Did you use any political influence to introduce Ketan Kadam to BMC? Dino? There are some transaction between you and Ketan Kadam. What is your answer? What is your answer on that? Dino, what is your answer on that?
So what we're going to do is, you go first.
Is Ketan Kadam your business partner? What do you say on these serious allegations against you, Dino? Can you say something? Dino Moria?
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
Powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho Befikar. Co-powered by Best Internationally Recognized Hospitality Education Brand in India.
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
दादी के हाथों का जादू और खुशबू से महकता घर, माँ की मुस्कुराहट और खाने की सुगंध। MDH गरम मसाला,
क्योंकि हर रिश्ता है स्वाद से जुड़ा।
विमल में गुलिस्तां के ये कुछ लजीज फरिश्ते जब साथ घुलें तो जी ललचाए और दिल कहे कि स्वाद की जुबान में खुद को ऐसे डुबाऊं कि निकल ना पाऊं। विमल की जुबान कुछ है ही ऐसी, मानते हैं? विमल, बोलो जुबान कैसी?
Where the software engineer meets the cool UI UX designer to create the big dream. The world comes together at Sharda University.
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल, ये रंग दे, ये खुशबू दे, ये तीखा, ये कम पड़े, क्या निराला MDH मसाला।
Hi, this is Chef Ranveer Brar and I'm here to tell you that also gives me the license to guarantee you brilliance on behalf of IIHM.
Join International Institute of Hotel Management.
We don't just get you the headlines, we report on them. We get information from the highest level of sources. We get you news from the men in uniform, from those on the front. At Republic School of Journalism, you will learn how real reporting is done on the ground and in real time. The RSG Diploma course begins on June 30th. If you want to lead this story, start here.
I have seen what it takes to report from the front line. Accuracy, urgency, courage, and responsibility. At Public School of Journalism, you will be trained for all that reality. It's not theory, it's live learning. Inside a working newsroom from day first. If you want to report the truth when it matters the most, RSJ is where you begin. Course begins on June 30th. Apply now.
I have seen what it takes to report from the front lines. Accuracy, courage, urgency, and responsibility. At Republic School of Journalism, you will be trained for that reality. It is not theory. It is live learning from inside a working newsroom from day one. If you want to report the truth when it matters the most, Republic School of Journalism is where you begin. Course begins on
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Time now for your favorite section, the nation's sharpest opinion. And now let me tell you about one of the most underreported stories by the Lutyens media, the pseudo-secular media, the fake media, the extreme left-wing media, the pro-Maoist media, and the tukre media. What they are not reporting today is the biggest story of the country, which is that law enforcement agencies and state police and state governments, intelligence bureau, all coming together to catch Bangladeshis all over India. Now, I believe there are too many Bangladeshi infiltrators in India. I have no problem if Bangladeshis get a tourist visa or a legitimate visa and visit India. I am not against Bangladeshis. I am against infiltrators. I am against these people who come here without papers and think they can take over my country, buy property in my country, get fake Aadhaar papers in my country, and take away my land and challenge my way of life. And I'm saying this not because I'm from Assam and I have seen exactly what the Bangladeshi infiltrators have done there. There are parts of Assam today where people don't speak Assamese. They've been taken over. Entire districts have become 75% Muslim. Not because of organic growth of the Muslim population, but because of these Bangladeshi Muslim infiltrators who have come in and who have taken over large parts of West Assam, South Bengal. And if you're watching this in another part of the country thinking that it's not going to affect you, you are fooling yourself. It is affecting you. You have not realized it is affecting law and order right around you. There is no part of the country where you are safe today. Bangladeshis, Rohingyas, have gone everywhere, they've infiltrated everywhere, they changed their names, they do not have valid documents, they carry out crimes, and then they do all kinds of illegalities. And the problem in our country is some people who are only interested in building Muslim vote banks encourage this kind of infiltration. Anyway, I'm happy to report that 88 Bangladeshi nationals have been detained in Delhi. The Southwest District Police in Delhi has caught 10 more Bangladeshis. In Uttar Pradesh, there is a huge operation called Operation Talash, where they are searching for and catching Bangladeshi and Rohingya infiltrators. They have been caught in Uttar Pradesh. A lot of them were found in Uttar Pradesh, and they have been caught in Assam. And we are pushing back 172 illegal Bangladeshi infiltrators on Saturday night and Sunday morning. But the strange thing is the Bangladeshi government, the Bangladeshi border patrols do not want their own people back, which means they're up to no good, these people. They're doing something fishy in our country. We have to catch them. So if you know about Bangladeshis, infiltrators, please inform the local police. You can inform them, you can conceal your identity, inform them in whichever way that you wish to. But inform the police, give them a tip-off, help in catching them, and be happy if they are thrown out of the country. Our campaign on Republic, we're a nationalist network, is throughout the Bangladeshis, throughout the illegal Bangladeshis, I mean, the infiltrators. Throw them out, they don't deserve to be here. And if you think that why is Arnab making a big deal of it? Well, let me tell you, according to data, there were around 2 crore Bangladeshi immigrants illegally staying in India, infiltrators, in 2016. This is not a small population, comparable to the population of Australia, almost the population of our metro cities, equal to the population of Manipur, Nagaland, Meghalaya, Tripura, Arunachal, Sikkim, Goa and Himachal Pradesh put together. If this population of Bangladeshi grows rapidly, which I'm not going to be surprised that it does, that we will have so many Bangladeshis in India that they will start saying we want a state for ourselves, we want a region for ourselves. And these people, at the end of the day, they are infiltrators. I know there is a bleeding heart human rights lobby which is going to tell you, why don't we have a big heart? We have a big heart for Indians. And even if you have a big heart, we do not have the economy, we do not have the resources to sustain millions and millions of illegal Bangladeshi infiltrators. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe it is your national responsibility to help catch Bangladeshis and infiltrators. As per the law, don't break the law, don't do anything that's wrong, but as per the law, become part of the nationwide crackdown against Bangladeshi infiltrators in India. Because, do remember this, these people do not respect our country, they are not from our country, they do not respect our country's law, they have broken the law to enter the country. And hence, when you see them milling around the border, please realize our nation is under threat and you have to do your bit to protect your nation. Support the campaign to throw out infiltrators. Let's debate.
From Uttar Pradesh to Tiruchirappalli, from Tripura to the national capital, a nationwide crackdown on the illegal Bangladeshis and Rohingyas is underway. Tracing, identification and verification of all illegal immigrants is being done under Operation Talash. In Bareilly, police have launched an intensive campaign to identify and take action against illegal intruders, acting on intelligence inputs. Authorities are focusing on those living in the district without valid documentation.
बरेली में इस समय ऑपरेशन तलाश के जरिए लगातार ये अब जांच की जा रही है कि आखिर जो लोग यहाँ पर रहते हैं झुग्गी झोपड़ियों में, क्या उनके पास वैध दस्तावेज है। केवल बरेली ही नहीं, देश भर के कई राज्यों में, कई जिलों में, कई झुग्गी झोपड़ियों में, कई हिस्सों में यह ऑपरेशन लगातार प्रशासन की तरफ से चलाया जा रहा है, जिसका मकसद केवल एक है कि आखिर हिंदुस्तान के अंदर कितने घुसपैठी ऐसे हैं जो देश को खोखला करना चाहते हैं।
A team has been deployed in every police station area to conduct morning and evening checks. Special focus is being given to suspected Bangladeshi and Rohingya individuals, particularly those living in camps and temporary settlements.
25 मई से और 10 जून तक 15 दिन का एक अभियान चला है, जिसमें शासन के निर्देशों के क्रम में जो लोग यहाँ पे आवासित हैं और बाहर के रहने वाले हैं, जो वर्तमान में यहाँ पे रह रहे हैं और बाहर के रहने वाले हैं, उनके मूल एड्रेस का वेरिफिकेशन कराया जाना है। और इस प्रक्रिया में अगर कोई बांग्लादेशी या रोहिंग्या मिलते हैं तो उनका डिपोर्टेशन कराया जाना है, जो MHA की मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ होम अफेयर्स की गाइडलाइंस है उनके अकॉर्डिंग।
In Kanpur, police arrested a Bangladeshi man during a routine check. His suspicious language and evasive responses raised red flags. The accused, identified as Mohammed Sahil, The accused, originally from Myanmar, confessed to entering India illegally via Assam. He was found in possession of a fake Aadhaar card and was living with his family in Unnao.
बड़े चौराहे पर चौकी इंचार्ज ससुरिया घाट अपने सहयोगी और तुलसी के साथ चेकिंग कर रहे थे। उसी दौरान एक ऑटो चालक आता है जिससे बात करने पर उसकी आवाज थोड़ा सा बदली करता है। उसे बुलाकर गहराई से पूछताछ की जाती है तो बताता है कि वो रहने वाला म्यांमार का है। म्यांमार से वो करीब 2-3 साल बांग्लादेश रहा। उसके बाद वो सपरिवार आकर के भारत आया और वहाँ शुक्लागंज में रहता है।
In Delhi, the Southwest District Police traced and detained 88 illegal Bangladeshi migrants during a 10-day-long verification drive. Officials recovered Bangladeshi identity documents from their possession.
देखिए तस्वीरें मैं आपको साउथ वेस्ट दिल्ली की रंगपुरी इलाके की दिखा रहा हूं। आप देखेंगे तमाम जो स्लम्स यहां पर बने हुए हैं और ये साउथ वेस्ट दिल्ली इस लिहाज से भी महत्वपूर्ण है क्योंकि पिछले 10 दिनों में जैसा कि बता रहा था 100 से ज़्यादा बांग्लादेशी यहां से पकड़े गए और उनको डिपोर्ट करने का जो प्रोसेस है वो शुरू किया गया है। लेकिन रंगपुरी का ये इलाका पूरा स्लम का इलाका है और तस्वीरों में आप देख रहे हैं कि तमाम जो पुलिसकर्मी है वो यहाँ पर डोर टू डोर जा रहे हैं, उनके डॉक्यूमेंट्स चेक कर रहे हैं। हालांकि पुलिसकर्मियों से जब हमने बात की तो पता लगा कि ज़्यादातर वो लोग हैं जो कि दिल्ली के निवासी ही नहीं है। कोई पश्चिम बंगाल का रहने वाला है तो कोई असम का रहने वाला है और 17-18 सालों से वो यहाँ पर रह रहे हैं, लेकिन उसके बावजूद दिल्ली का कोई डॉक्यूमेंट नहीं। और आप तस्वीरें लगातार देख रहे हैं कि हर उस इलाके में हर उस सेक्शंस में जो पुलिस टीम है वो यहाँ पर पहुंच रही है और तस्वीरों में आप देखेंगे कि तमाम जो डॉक्यूमेंट्स हैं उनके चेक किए जा रहे हैं।
The deportation process has been initiated in coordination with the Foreigners Regional Registration Office in the national capital.
Delhi police has detained 88 people from Southwest District area. While speaking to the Republic TV, Southwest District DCP Surinder Chaudhary has confirmed that initially they have nabbed 121 people and after the verification they have found out that 88 people were illegal immigrants who came from Bangladesh. Behind me you can see the visual of this very area where we are standing right now. Earlier Delhi police team has arrived in this area. Not only in this very area, what we have seen that they have also visited Safdarjung enclave area, Vasant Kunj South area, Kapashehra area, Sagarpur area and Delhi Cant area.
Republic has been at the forefront of exposing the nexus of infiltrators who have captured acres. And the crackdown against the infiltration threat is only intensified.
I think it's great, Deepak Reddy. We are catching these Bangladeshis. We're catching them. We're finding out where they are. We always knew. We're catching them, holding them by the collar and throwing them out. All these people who want to build these vote banks can go to hell. Right? So I would like to support everyone who's part of this effort. In fact, I believe, Deepak, it should become part of the national consciousness. If you know about a Bangladeshi, if you feel someone is a Bangladeshi, inform the police. Rohingya, Bangladeshi, illegal infiltrator, catch them and throw them out.
सरकार तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी की है। 11 साल से केंद्र में है, राज्य में भी 8.5 साल से सरकार है। फिर ये कैसे आ जा रहे हैं रोहिंग्या, कैसे बांग्लादेशी हमारे देश के अंदर में आ जा रहे हैं? सवाल
अरे आप ले आए ना, आपने दरवाजा खोल दिया है ना,
लेनी चाहिए।
आपने दरवाजा खोल के रखा है।
नहीं, अरे जिम्मेदारी सरकार की नहीं है क्या? 11
सरकार अपनी जिम्मेदारी करके इनको पकड़ के निकाल रही है।
पार्टी की सरकार है केंद्र में, है ना? क्यों भूल रहे आप? 30 साल से 17 साल से भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार है, तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार क्या कर रही थी? सवाल है, खाली न्यूज बनाने के लिए तो है नहीं। वो कैसे बॉर्डर क्रॉस करके आगे?
आपको क्यों चुप रही है
कि सरकार आप
Why is this चुबोइंग you? Why is this चुबोइंग you?
आप इसको वोट बैंक की राजनीति
आपको क्यों चुप रही है?
कौन करना चाहता है? इसके मतलब
आपको क्यों चुप रही है?
करना चाहती है? अरे जिसको घुसने क्यों दिया? मैं चुप रहा हूं, क्यों घुसने दिया हमारे देश के अंदर में?
आपने घुसने दिया ना, ये मुस्लिम वोट बैंक आपको बनाना है इधर।
देश में आके क्यों रहेगा? मुझे चुभेगा, मुझे तकलीफ होगी कि बांग्लादेश
इनको तकलीफ हो रही है। समाजवादी पार्टी says it's in तकलीफ because Bangladeshis are being caught across India. Deepak, you wanna?
से क्यों भागती है भाई सरकार?
Tuhin, you want? Deepak wants to. Deepak.
Let me come in. I mean, you need to expose these people completely. Where all this starts.
Louder.
After
versus Windows.
After the One second. Hang on a minute. You said what you had to say. 1 second. After the Nehru-Liaquat agreement, Nehru made sure that the people from East Pakistan, the Hindus who were getting affected, did not come into India. After that, the wicked Congress party started allowing all these people into the country. I mean, I've been reading, there are different reports say the infiltrators today in India are somewhere between 2 to 6 crores. Can you believe that?
Horrible.
These people get together. Can you believe what kind of an atrocities they can create? And let me tell you, Arnab, in my family, in Hyderabad, a couple of years ago, a Bangladeshi couple came in, claiming that they were from Assam, that they were from Bengal, and everybody in the family and stole crores worth of gold and cash, and the police could not catch them because they crossed over into Bangladesh. I mean, it is affected in the heart of India, in Hyderabad. So imagine.
अगर असम के थ्रू आ रहे हैं तो असम में भी बीजेपी की सरकार है, केंद्र में भी बीजेपी की सरकार है, तो असम के थ्रू कैसे हमारे देश के अंदर में आ जा रहे हैं? और उत्तर प्रदेश में भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार है।
दीपक लाउडा,
कैसे हमारे देश
अनुराग should be given a break. Deepak Lauda, Deepak and the others on change of the
I mean, you see the number of rail tragedy, the attacks on the railway property, number of where they are putting stones on the tracks. All this is being done by these people. They are participating in crime in India. They are attacking government properties. They are
change, I said, on the right.
Communal violence.
Can't hear me.
This is a matter of grave national security. I think everybody in India should wake up to this threat. And I openly challenge today, what has Congress done, or what has the India ecosystem states done, when you know that these people are being caught with illegal IDs and they are part of a lot of crime? Why haven't the India ecosystem and Congress started questioning or saying that action has to be taken in their states? And why are some of their ecosystem members saying that we need to support these people? These people have a track record of being anti-India. In spite of such glaring violations and such threat in front of our eyes, there is no talk from the Congress party. I think it is time the people of India again wake up to the treachery of the Congress and the India ecosystem. If they do not come forward and start taking action in the states where they are, I mean, where BJP is, you can see the action. And I would like to ask Congress and the India ecosystem why they were against NRC, why they were against the interests of India. It is time the Congress traitors start answering these questions.
I just want, the problem with this Bangladesh issue is always this. When you mention a Bangladeshi issue on a 9 p.m. debate, or you discuss it in a drawing room, most people, especially the so-called elite sections of Indian society, feel, hey, it doesn't matter to us. We are in our little, air-conditioned 4 BHK, or we have got our villa. We are living in a gated community. Our children are going to posh schools. We are driving a BMW. But we don't have to bother about it. I'm saying to people across India, sir, 2 minutes chup rahiye, Anurag ji, मैं आपको 2 minute request कर रहा हूँ. Don't disturb me. You need.
सवाल पूछ रहे हैं, सरकार से सवाल पूछने के बजाय आप सवाल हमसे पूछ रहे हैं. आपको सवाल सरकार से पूछना है, बांग्लादेशी कैसे
आप 2 मिनट चुप रहेंगे.
आप ही कमाल करते हैं. सवाल
आप मेरी बात, अनुराग जी, ये कॉन्स्टेंटली बड़र बोलने रहते हैं, कुछ नहीं होता है. डोंट डू दिस. आपको कुछ नहीं पता है. आपको कुछ नहीं पता है. सुनिए मेरी बात सुनिए. आपको चुपती है ना, तो आप अरे उंगली नीचे करिए. दिस मैन इज इनकरेजिबल.
आप उसको बचा नहीं सकते. आप खाली नहीं उंगली नहीं, आप उंगली ऊपर रहेगी, क्योंकि सवाल सरकार से है. और मैं उंगली दिखा के सरकार से सवाल पूछूंगा, क्योंकि आप
क्यों आपकी मुस्लिम वोट बैंक खत्म हो रही है क्या?
नहीं पूछ पा रहे सवाल.
ये सारे आपके मुस्लिम वोट बैंक है.
हमारे देश के अंदर में
आपकी मुस्लिम वोट बैंक थी.
क्रॉस कैसे कर रहे हैं?
बांग्लादेशी हो मगर हमारे मुस्लिम वोट बैंक में ज्वाइन करेंगे. हमारी मुस्लिम वोट बैंक बड़ी होगी. हमारा मुस्लिम वोट बैंक होना चाहिए।
वोट बैंक आ गया,
हमें सिर्फ मुस्लिम वोट बैंक से मतलब है।
इसके मतलब आपके मन में चोर है क्या?
इन्फिल्ट्रेटर हो कुछ भी हो, हमें मुस्लिम वोट बैंक चाहिए।
मैं जवाब देता हूं। बांग्लादेशियों को घुसाएगी
कि तो हिंदू तो वोट नहीं करते आपके लिए, हमें मुस्लिम वोट बैंक चाहिए।
ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी का
हम एंटी सनातन कमेंट्स करेंगे और मुस्लिम वोट बैंक बनाएंगे, बांग्लादेशी इन्फिल्ट्रेटर्स को लाके उनको लगा देंगे।
उसके बाद बताओगे मुस्लिम वोट बैंक की बात करोगे?
क्या बात करें आप? असम में कौन सी पार्टी असम में कौन सी पार्टी पावर में थी जब बांग्लादेशियों ने टेक ओवर किया? हाँ, कांग्रेस थी कि बीजेपी थी? झूठ बोलते हैं,
टाइम पास करते हैं। भैया आज कौन है?
आज है तो पकड़े जा रहे हैं।
आज की डेट में सरकार में कौन है? अरे कहां पकड़े जा रहे हैं? 17 साल हो गए सरकार को।
अरे आप पर छोड़ी जाए, लेफ्ट टू यू विल लेट बांग्लादेशी टेक ओवर द कंट्री।
पकड़ के आप तक तो पकड़ के उनको चाहिए था।
अभी पकड़ एक एक को पकड़ के
आप अभी भी पकड़ो,
एक को पकड़ के बाहर निकाला जा रहा है,
लेकिन आप पकड़ते नहीं हो। आप पकड़ा होता
अभी soon they will say religious rights।
पकड़ के बाहर भेज दिया होता अब तक। आप उसमें वोट बैंक खोज रहे हो।
Twin, why don't you intervene and respond to him? Twin, yeah, you can।
वो टाइम पास, उनका टाइम पास बंद करिए। मैं सीरियस डिबेट करता हूँ, वो टाइम पास करने के लिए आ जाते हैं, हर बार बकवास करते हैं और लोगों को बोलने नहीं देते हैं। ये मतलब
अनुराग
ऑडियंस का अपमान करते हैं ऐसे लोग। ऐसे आपने सवाल पूछा, अब 2 मिनट शांत होकर बैठिए।
Louder for Twin।
2 मिनट शांत होकर बैठिए। देखिए अर्नब,
put someone else in the big window. Yeah, should I direct for you?
Dismay of the Congress party, much to the dismay of Samajwadi party. Let me give you this assurance: it's end game. Illegal Bangladeshis in the country, and this is why Samajwadi party is infuriated. He's asking why, where do they manage to come from? Let me tell you that out of the 4,000 kilometers border which Bengal has with Bangladesh, barring 450 kilometers where Mamata Banerjee has, not cooperated with the center, the entire area has been satisfactorily fenced. From 2016 onwards in Assam, coming to Assam, from 2016 onwards, the illegal migration has come down heavily. Today our security forces chase even a single illegal migrant entering the country, and the Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma transparently shares that on social media, which is something the Congress party could never have done in their era. But my pointed questions, Arnab, in January this year, Sam Pitroda had openly advocated, had openly batted for illegal migrants. Do you recall what he said? The government...
I'm telling you, you put him on the big window asking me.
Sam Pitroda had openly...
Louder for Twin.
Illegal migrants. Sam Pitroda had said the government is unnecessarily hounding illegal migrants, which is not good. Arnab, I was in Jharkhand last year for the assembly elections. इनके एक नेता है कांग्रेस पार्टी के, गुलाम अहमद मीर, जो प्रभारी बनकर गए थे झारखंड में. You know what he said? Irrespective of whoever is in the state, where even for illegal migrants we will get free LPGs. That is a commitment of the Congress party, and today they are asking us questions. Arnab, one last important point. If you notice the pattern in the last 2 weeks, it is only the BJP, it is only the, allow me to complete this, 20 more seconds, then you blank. Arnab, it is only the BJP ruled states which is going after illegal migration, whether it is Rajasthan, whether it is Delhi, whether it is Uttar Pradesh, whether it is Orissa, whether it is Haryana. Unfortunately, the two most impacted states, Jharkhand, which has the Santhal Parganas area, where 5 districts have been, in fact, even called out by the Jharkhand High Court last year that if immediate steps are not taken to curtail illegal migration, the demography will be completely distorted. Unfortunately, the Jharkhand government is not acting. Unfortunately, the Bengal government is not acting. And why? One last point, why this becomes very crucial? Because now, in the light of the greater Bangladesh agenda of certain jihadi groups in Bangladesh, it is important for us to weed out each and every illegal Bangladeshi, which we are committed to doing over the next few months. Congress party will not be able to derail the agenda. That is my assurance to you.
Okay, I just, before you come in, see, first of all, let us recognize, Sheikh, this is a very serious issue. And I'm just 1 minute, please. 1 minute. Anurag ji, there are other panelists, I have to go to them. You see, the point here is to Sheikh Amir. No, the point is to Sheikh Amir. I am very concerned, and I believe all of these people should be thrown out. If the longer they stay, you see, they are like illegal tenants. Illegal tenants का क्या होता है? थोड़ी देर आते हैं, फिर थोड़ी देर रह जाते हैं, फिर उनके बच्चे हो जाते हैं घर में, फिर बोलते हैं कि हम रेंट नहीं देंगे, फिर बोलेंगे हम रूल नहीं फॉलो करेंगे, फिर बोलेंगे घर ही हमारा है, राइट? रतन शारदा, वी नो हाउ इट वर्क्स. फिर बोलेंगे घर हमारा है, फिर बोलेंगे घर के मालिक को बोलेंगे आप जाइए, फिर आप नहीं जाएंगे तो गुंडागर्दी करेंगे. और ये जो इन्फिल्ट्रेटर्स हैं उनकी यही, दिस इज द वे दे बिहेव. द प्रॉब्लम इज रतन शारदा, पीपल इन इंडिया हैव बिकम ब्लाइंड. ये कॉन्सेप्ट जो हमने करके रखा है ना, वर्ल्ड इज वन फैमिली, बट इंडिया इज फॉर इंडियंस.
See, Arnab,
this is
many of the people
Ratan Sharda. There were 2 crore Bangladeshi infiltrators in 2016, which means at the rate of population of that number, right? That number could be 3 crore, 4 crore, more than the population of Mumbai.
I'll give one example, Arnab.
That is how many Bangladeshi infiltrators there are in India today.
Yeah. 20 Pakistanis, women and 2 men, between them have 95 children in Moradabad, with 35% of the ladies already grand ladies who were shouting about BJP kya kar rahi. They're 30-40-year-old refugees there, and they have 500 children today. So your population count is totally way out, because what you estimate, that number is much bigger than what the true figure is. And people who are on the pen on the other side, why they are on the other side? They should say, okay, BJP was delayed. BJP should have taken earlier, but action has been taken. We welcome it. Why do they go to Bangladesh here? Why do they go to court for Rohingyas? They never went to court for Kashmiri Hindus. They never went to court for Pakistani Hindus rotting in Rajasthan. They never went to the court for Bengali Hindus. But they want to go to courts for Rohingyas. Who are the people who are providing them ration cards? Who are the people providing them voter ID? The local people. Kirit Somaiya, the BJP MP, have got 1 lakh, counterfeit birth certificates of Bangladeshis cancelled from Maharashtra from different districts. That is the level, that is the scale of infiltration within Bharat. So what are these people saying? Humanist hona chahiye, humanist hona chahiye. भैया आप ह्यूमनिस्ट थे तभी तो इतने लाखों लोग पैदा हो गए ना, करोड़ों लोग यहाँ पैदा हो गए. और ओवरस्टे होता Immigration and Foreigner Act 2025. Why these people opposed it? Because they feared their vote bank will go. Why don't you depend on Indian people? Why don't you depend on Indian people who will vote for you? Why do you want foreigners to get vote for you? I do not understand. Assam, Arnab, you talked about Assam 1983.
You make the windows. No, do you want me to anchor?
The bloodiest election, which was won on the basis of foreigners infiltration by putting a spurious act like IDMT, which got more foreigners into Assam than before it was possible. So from 1980s, this thing is going on, and here we are saying, कहाँ थे तुम लोग, कहाँ थे तुम लोग? हुआ ना, शुरू हुआ ना. आप बोलिए स्वागत है, हम भी करेंगे. Would you say कि आपके मुरादाबाद में जब 500 लोग हैं, आपकी सरकार सो रही थी वहां पर एक ही फैमिली के अंदर? आप लोग उनको शरण देते हैं, आप लोग उनको पुलिस स्टेशन में जगह देते हैं. पुलिस को क्या पता नहीं होता वहां पर फॉरेनर बैठे हैं? जो मेड रखते हैं उनको पता होता कि फॉरेनर है. They know that woman is not from Bengal, but Bangladesh, but they want cheap labor, they want cheap maids. That is why this issue that you talked about, we also have to wake up and see to it we don't provide them livelihood while we deprive our people from livelihood. Just say 200-300 rupees a month. That is the enemy of our people.
That's a point. You deny any employment or livelihood to Bangladeshis or suspected Bangladeshis. You know, this is also a threat for the country. These Rohingya terrorist groups are there, right? And these Rohingyas are very dangerous and bad people. They are in touch with the terrorist groups, including Lashkar-e-Toiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed, right? And there is this group called Akamul Mujahideen. They have got their own groups, these Rohingyas.
They are
and they are in touch. So after Pahalgam, we must throw all the Bangladeshis out. We must catch them and let anybody say human rights, people are being targeted for their religion. No. They are being targeted because they are infiltrators, okay? And then, viewers, you also need to know that Al-Qaeda has an offshoot. It's called Ansar Ghazwat-ul-Hind. Ye boy, same mad Ghazwa-e-Hind philosophy. The mad Ghazwa-e-Hind philosophy, you know? And Zakir Musa wanted to work with Rohingyans living in Jammu, right? And he was against deportation of Rohingyans. The problem is that Myanmar doesn't want them. Why do we want to keep them here? So Rohingyas are dangerous, and there are 2 crore, 3 crore, 4 crore Bangladeshis who now need to be picked up and thrown out. And it should not matter whether Congress or Mamata Banerjee support them. Pick them up, catch them by the scruff of their neck, throw them out. They don't deserve to be here. Okay? And they are very bad people because they do fake document rackets. They top the list of criminals. All kinds of crime, rape, attempt to murder, all these dangerous crimes are done by all these Bangladeshis. Right, Atik? So, people like you need to lead this Throw Bangladesh Out campaign. Already, I'm happy to say 87% of the people have woken up on my program are saying, throw them out. Deny them employment. Deny them opportunities. Deny them residence.
The primary reason.
Deny them homes. Deny them land.
This was
deny
the
them
primary
business.
reason, Arnab. We conducted an NRC in Assam. And in Assam, when the NRC was conducted, people got the citizenship cards. They failed to get the citizenship cards still. The Supreme Court is intervening and telling the government of India that whose names are there in the NRC. Why is the Assam government or the BJP government not issuing them citizenship cards? And those whose names fail to appear, still they are not being deported. So if you take the NRC example of Assam, this complete...
No, in Assam, what is happening is, I'll tell you. In Assam, Himanto Biswa Sarma is catching these people and saying, the indigenous people of Assam, the tribals, the Assamese-speaking people are threatened, pick them up and throw them out. You have to have this Himanto Yogi approach. No. Chalega nahi. No. You have to also put a fear in their hearts. Deny them employment, deny them homes, deny them business, deny them jobs. Do not use their services.
Why are they not being thrown out whose names fail to appear in the...
There will be, no, they will all be thrown out. Aren't you seeing the pictures now? They are all being... should I show you the pictures? Okay, I'll show you the pictures. Put them in the middle in my place of me. Put the pictures. You have sympathy for these Bangladeshis?
No, it's not a question of...
You're feeling sympathetic towards them?
I'm just asking if...
You're feeling bad for them.
What is the status of the NRC in Assam?
Okay, don't be technical with me. They'll all be thrown out. Ye zyada NRC, technical, card-ward, mat karo. They are foreigners, they will be thrown out.
The Supreme Court is telling the government of India, issue them...
So Supreme Court will always support the right thing.
And they are not doing it. And why they are not...
Now we'll have to throw out the Bangladeshis in Bengal also. Anirban, we'll have to throw out the Bangladeshis in Bengal also.
The Hindu Bangladeshis as well.
Pardon me? If they are infiltrators, yes, not if they are not.
Hindu Bangladeshis as well.
No. 1 minute. Only infiltrators.
Okay,
these are infiltrators.
Please tell the BJP to declare
as per the rules of the country.
Okay, please tell the BJP to declare that.
Hindus are being tortured in Bangladesh. They have every right to come to India. Hindus who are being tortured in Bangladesh have every right to come to India.
Fine, but you said that Hindu Bangladeshis will be thrown out. That is what you are saying.
No, I'm saying all infiltrators will be thrown out. If the law of the country allows people who are tortured, it's Hindus who are tortured in Bangladesh, not Muslims. Why are the Muslims coming?
The law of the country,
who's torturing Muslims in Bangladesh?
Says that 31st December
the Jamaat-e-Islami is torturing Muslims in Bangladesh.
Okay,
or Yunus.
31st 31st December 2014. That is the cut-off date. After that, anyone that comes, Hindu, Muslim, whatever, is an infiltrator.
Yeah, we'll throw them out.
The BJP is saying they will throw out Hindus as well. So let them say. Okay.
Why after Hindus? How many Hindus have come from Bangladesh? How many Hindus have come from Bangladesh? How many?
You tell
200.
me. You tell me.
No.
You tell me.
I don't know. I think they are mostly Bangladeshi Muslims.
You tell me 3 crores, 4 crores.
I think 99% are Muslims.
Okay, so mostly. So the rest are
99% are Muslims. You want to talk about 1% but not 99%. Why don't you want to talk about 99%? You want a Muslim vote bank.
Fine, what is your source
You want your Muslim
information?
vote bank, right? You just want to do Muslim vote bank politics.
You tell me what
you are a Muslim vote bank politics
you
guy.
don't have any source. You don't have any source.
What do you mean don't have any source? I'm telling you.
This is another stupid
99.99%. You want to do Muslim vote bank politics, it won't be allowed.
I do not know about
Tuin, you can debate if you wish to. Otherwise, Deepak is coming into the debate. Viewers, please be very careful. Please be very careful. There are infiltrators all around you. And if you allow this, they could be in a mall around you. They could be in a cinema hall around you. They could enter your house. They could pose as somebody else. They could threaten your livelihood and your lives.
That is a foolish thing to say.
Foolish thing to say. Foolish thing to say. In France, they throw these infiltrators.
The BJP government is simply harassing.
This gentleman should be ashamed of himself to again talk about Hindu and Muslim here. You know, I told you, in the heart of India in Hyderabad, a couple of years ago, two of them, a couple who said they were from Bengal, they were actually Bangladeshis. They drugged everybody in the house. Luckily, they survived and they stole property. I mean, it happened to me in my family. I know a family member who was affected by that. And now let's come back to these Rohingyas. Rohingyas' history, if you see, they have attacked Hindus and Buddhists. These are criminals. And now let's come to Bangladeshis. In 1947, the Calcutta riots and the Noakhali riots were one of the tipping points for cutting our country into three halves. So these guys are no saints. And after the Liaquat-Nehru Accord, Nehru made sure the Hindus from East Pakistan don't come to India. And 32% the Hindus have dropped to 6% in East Pakistan, that is today's Bangladesh. So these guys have a track record of injustice. This has been a major genocide. And the Hindus of Bangladesh, it was no fault of theirs, and they have been left to such persecution. And this guy now comes and says about Hindu and Muslims, you should be ashamed. Now we are talking about infiltrators, we are talking about criminals, we are talking about people who are supreme threat to our national interest. And this should be absolutely clear. And now Congress and the Indie ecosystem should come and say what they would be doing in the states, what they are ruling to take action on such infiltrators.
You tell the data. Do you have the NRC, Assam NRC data with you? What happened with it?
Your audio is not clear. Are you
supporting the infiltrators?
He is.
Are you supporting the infiltrators? Now it's time to talk what action has to be taken. It's time to talk that we all stand on one voice and say that we don't want this menace. We are not going to take care of such criminals. We have to send the criminals out of our country and protect our borders. Now this is the voice what you need to be talking.
Why are they still in India?
They'll all go out. I'll give you a simple reason why they are still in India. I'll give you a reason why they are still in India. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why they are still in India. For two reasons.
I need to make an important point.
Against these criminals.
Tuin, before I come to you, a quick intervention from my side. Why are they still in India is a question. They are in India because there are about 3 crore infiltrators who become part of a vote bank of parties who do Muslim vote bank politics. Secondly, the parties who do Muslim vote bank politics think that if they speak against infiltrators, the rest of the Muslim vote bank in India will oppose them. I say I'm an Indian first and then a Hindu. You say I'm an Indian first and then a Muslim. I say Atik. I say I'm Bharatiya first, Indian first and then a Hindu. I want Sheikh Amir and you to say you are Indian first and then Muslim. Deepak will say, I'm Indian first and then Hindu. Tuin will say, I'm Indian first and then Hindu. Will Sheikh Amir say, I'm Indian first and then Muslim? Will Atik say, I'm Indian first and then Muslim? Will you say Atik?
I'm an Indian first. Bharat Mata ki jai. Bharat Mata ki jai.
No, you say I'm Indian first and then Muslim.
Who are you to
me?
Who am I? Ask me. I'll say I'm Indian first and then Hindu.
Why would I answer you? Why?
Why will you answer me? Answer your conscience.
Why I am being asked this question?
Why can't you say I'm Indian first?
Because I'm a Muslim, that's why you are.
Why can't you say, no, if you are, I'm a Hindu. I'm saying I'm a Hindu first or Indian first, I'll say I'm an Indian first and then a Hindu.
You don't need to prove
my primary identity is my nation.
No, you are coming here to spread your propaganda and hate.
No, it's not. It's very secular. I'm saying religion should be played down. Nationality and nationalism should be played up. Say we are Indian first.
This is not
Indian first and then Muslim. Indian first and then Hindu. Indian first and then Sikh. Indian first and then Parsi. Indian first and then Jain. Indian first and then Buddhist. Indian first and Indian first and Indian first always. You say I'm Indian first, Sheikh.
I'm Indian Muslim.
Say I'm Indian first, say I'm nation first, Indian first, say I'm Indian first.
No.
My
This is
nation
propaganda.
first, my
This is
religion
nonsense.
later. Say that.
This is complete nonsense.
Nonsense. You
Yes,
carry.
this is nonsense.
Oh,
you cannot ask me
nonsense.
this question. डरता नहीं हूँ मैं किसी से.
डरने की बात क्या है? मैं डरता हूँ क्या? मैं तो कह रहा हूँ मैं इंडियन हूँ फर्स्ट फिर हिंदू.
Prove our nationalism every time you ask this.
प्रूव की क्या बात? वो प्रूफ ये तो वास्तविकता है. It is a fact. It's a statement of fact. I'm first an Indian and then a Hindu.
Because your elections are coming.
Because you see what happens is when you put nationalism first, you will say Bangladeshis be thrown out. When you say religion first, you will say I'm pro-Bangladeshi.
Operation Talaq.
Are you? You
want to find the people? Find the people who killed our people in Pahalgam. Where are these terrorists?
He goes back
Go
to
and find
propaganda.
them.
My dear friend,
They are dead.
You are debating about Operation Talaq. You don't debate
उड़ा दिया
about
उनका. आपको
people
क्यों?
killed in Poonch,
150
in Karna,
terrorists killed.
in Poonch, in
You
Odi.
still want
Our
those
people got killed by Pakistani shelling. You're not debating about that. You don't show those homes, those devastated families.
Not enough for you.
You must be scared of the Pakistanis. I'm not.
You talk of Bangladesh, you talk of
You must be scared of the Pakistanis. We hammered them. अच्छा मारा है उनको. और मारेंगे.
What Bangladeshi?
और मारेंगे
What
शेख.
Bangladeshi? This is your election agenda. You are coming here to do propaganda. That's it.
The Bangladeshi agenda is a bad thing.
Now Arnab Goswami said that now they will be having religious rights. That's what you want.
What do you want? You think that 150 terrorists killed were not enough for you? You think that our forces who destroyed them was not enough for you? You want something else? What do you want? Action against Pakistan is taken. Point today's Bangladesh report. Don't bring
What
it
action?
up to Pakistan.
What action? Where are these terrorists?
For Bangladesh terrorists, is it right
no.
action
You
or
are
not?
working for your own
My
interest,
simple
not in the
question
interest of nation.
is
Whatever
action
you
against
say,
infiltrators
whatever you
right
say
or
is for
not?
your own interest.
I'll talk of
आपके अपने फायदे
Pakistan,
के लिए है.
Pahalgam when that
मुल्क
comes.
के फायदे के लिए
I
नहीं
don't
है.
mix up
For your own
debates and
interest.
create propaganda.
Don't try to become an
Government has
expert.
taken
You are
more
nobody.
action than
You are
an
nobody.
entire Congress
You are-
crowd had taken in 50 or 70 years of its existence. It has taken a firm action and they are on their knees. But you will not talk about that. You will not say, I welcome Bangladeshi people thrown out. What is the pain with you?
But we don't,
What is the pain with you? Why can't you support foreigners being thrown out? And Atikur Rahman keeps on talking of NRC. But what he doesn't say, he supports Bangladesh being thrown out. What kind of debate is this? That you don't talk on the question which is being put, but you talk of something else? The TMC guy comes and says हिंदू क्या होगा हिंदू का क्या हुआ मालदा में हिंदू का क्या मुर्शिदाबाद के अंदर under TMC we know so those are the people where the majority has come from Bangladesh that is why
ये मुझे बताइए 1 minute Sheikh 1 minute Sheikh when I ask you it's very interesting just 1 minute everyone on please you see very interesting when I ask you why did the Kashmiri Pandits get tortured and attacked, murdered and raped, and you said, it's okay. It happened, they can come back if they want.
You are asking question to yourself that it's okay.
And you don't worry about Kashmiri Pandits going away. But if I say I will pick up every Rohingya, every Bangladeshi, pick them up, expose them, and kick them out.
They get the best lawyer.
Go and do it.
Kick them
Who are you to kick them out?
Kick
Go
them
and
out.
do it.
Kick them out. Say with me. Kick out Bangladeshi infiltrators. Say kick them out.
Have some shame.
Say kick them out.
Be Indian. Be Indian.
I'm Indian. That's why I don't want Bangladeshis. India for Indians, not for Bangladeshis.
In addition, can I make an important point, please?
BJP versus communal rights? You are threatening communal rights? 1 minute. You are threatening communal rights if we catch Bangladeshis.
You want, that's what you want.
No. Why should I want? I'll kick them out, throw them out. Why should there be communal rights?
You said that.
I didn't say. No, I didn't say. I didn't say. You are imagining things.
We don't want to have a big heart.
No.
We don't want to have a big heart. We don't want to be.
We have a big heart, but we don't have the resources to feed 2 crore Bangladeshis. निकाल बाहर करो इनको.
तो निकालो
इनको निकालो इनको आपको क्यों चुभ रही है पकड़ के निकालो निकाल तो रहे हैं ना निकाल रहे हैं ना देखिए ना एक को पकड़ के निकाल रहे हैं
आपके लोग
पकड़ के निकाल रहे हैं एक को निकालेंगे
ये वोट बैंक पॉलिटिक्स कर रहे हो
कुछ नहीं चलेगा कुछ प्रोटेस्ट करने से नहीं होगा निकालेंगे इनको
You are doing politics
ने इनको पकड़ के निकालेंगे
Yes, this is politics.
We are correcting demographic change. We are correcting artificial changes to the demography of the country. We are saving Indian culture, Indian civilization, Indian way of life, Bharatiyata.
You need to
Bangladeshiयों से नहीं सीखेंगे भारतीयता
अरे आप जो कर रहे हैं, I know everybody knows what you people are doing.
What do you mean you people? You are calling Hindus you people.
मैं बता रहा हूँ मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ.
What do you mean by you people? You are making a derogatory reference. You are trying to be communal on my program.
Tell him why the government is driving away each and every Bangladeshi illegal migrant. You know, Arnab, you need to realize, apart from all the problems that you have listed from Bangladeshi illegal migrants, you need to realize and you need to highlight that in the aftermath of Operation Sindoor, there is a larger national security issue
Threat,
from these illegal Bangladeshis. You know, Pakistan, given the character of Pakistan, sooner than later, they are going to unleash a new proxy war through the Bangladesh route. And therefore, every illegal Bangladesh... अरे आपको समझ नहीं है, आप कहीं और लेके बात करिए. आपको अगर समझ नहीं है इन चीजों की, you know, these people, Arnab, there are two Congress parties today. One where you have people like Shashi Tharoor and the other where you have urban Naxals. Please, I don't want to argue with the Congress party of urban Naxals.
Now, Shashi Tharoor,
if you have sensible people representing the Congress, I can talk to them. But I am talking about an important national security issue. And, you know, if he doesn't understand it, at least your audience, your viewers need to take cognizance of it. You know, why the government is extra vigilant today is sooner than later, you know, Bangladesh and possibly supported by Pakistan are going to use these illegal migrants against India. Already we have heard talk about, you know, the insidious greater Bangladesh agenda of some of these jihadi groups. In Pakur, in Santhal Parganas,
just because the elections are coming up, every time election comes up, you use the time and you start debating about it.
An important point, these urban Naxals should not be allowed to interfere.
What kind of people you are? People know what you are trying to do. People know your political agenda.
Terrorists have repeatedly been caught from the Santhal Pargana area of Bangladesh. Even this year in February, there were two terrorists of Jamaatul Mujahideen Bangladesh who were caught. And all of this is being facilitated in the guise of illegal migrants. This government, the BJP government, will not compromise on national security, and therefore not only illegal migrants but even...
Okay, suppose. No, let's put it straight here. Deepak, I'll present a situation, right? See, it's all right to sit here and do this Muslim vote bank politics. But suppose, Deepak, of course Congress does Muslim vote bank politics. What do you do?
That's your problem.
You do Muslim vote bank politics.
You want to communalize this.
I'm not communalizing, it's a fact. You do Muslim vote bank politics. You do Muslim appeasement.
You cannot win elections.
You do Muslim appeasement.
आप क्या इलेक्शन नहीं जीतेंगे?
मुझे जीतना भी नहीं है. मुझे कोई इलेक्शन जीतने की इंटरेस्ट नहीं है. मुझे कोई इलेक्शन जीतने की मतलब इंटरेस्ट नहीं है. People of the country support me. Because I speak the truth. I speak the truth in a language politicians can't speak. ये politicians जैसा नहीं हो, इधर उधर की बात करता हूँ. I talk straight. I talk the language of the people. Now, Deepak, I'll ask a question to Sheikh, okay? Suppose one day Sheikh gets up in the morning and he's in Srinagar, he goes out of the house and he goes to a market. But nobody is speaking Kashmiri. There is no Kashmiri. He goes to Lal Chowk, there is no Kashmiri. There are only Bangladeshis. There are no Kashmiris anymore. There are only Bangladeshis. Then he goes to a mall, he goes to a shop, he goes to Dal Lake, he sits in a shikara. There is no Kashmiri there. Look at him, look at his face. Now he's thinking, only Bangladeshis. They don't speak Kashmiri. They don't speak Urdu. There are only Bangladeshis. One minute. And then he says, what happened? What happened to Srinagar? And then somebody tells him, Arey Sheikh, don't you know? Srinagar is 80% Bangladeshi. 80% Bangladeshi. Then he will say, oh God. Then he will come back home, Deepak. Then he will come back home. By the time he comes home, Deepak, let me complete the story. It's a beautiful story. By the time he comes back home, he will find that the gate of his house is locked. He'll say, what happened? He'll say, no, Bangladeshis have taken over your house. He'll say, where will I live? It doesn't matter. Where will I stay? It doesn't matter. Kashmir is taken over by Bangladeshis. He's laughing today. You know why he's laughing? Because this is what has happened to Assam. This is what has happened to Assam.
What Assam government?
This is what do you mean Assam government? It was your Congress. It was your Congress party that did it. Be quiet.
Your concern is
your Congress party. Your pro-infiltrator party.
No, there is no issue other than
pro-infiltrator party. Now you're shocked. You want me to tell you the rest of the story? It's a horror story for you. The beautiful story turned into a horror story. Horror story. Became a horror story for you.
Let me come in here. The Congress gentleman should answer 3 questions what I would be
He's
asking.
shocked right now. Deepak, my story has hit him hard.
One second, listen. I mean, I don't want to waste our viewers' time. The first thing is, Bangladeshis broke away from India. So they didn't want to be part of us. And now we don't want them coming back and we don't want fresh problem. Second thing is, they are involved in crime here. They are involved in nefarious activities. They have got fake Aadhars. So they are criminals. We don't want such kind of an activity. And now, if you see in Bangladesh, there are certain groups which are talking about Greater Bangladesh and all sorts of nonsense. So why should we be friendly to such people? And I want to ask these 2 gentlemen, why are they so in love with the Bangladeshis? Why are they shouting at top of their voice to protect their interests? What are you saying? And some of these guys, I know some of the members of Kashmir, before Article 370, they were okay with Bangladeshis coming there, but they were not okay with rest of Indians coming there. I mean, you can see the duplicity of these people. Now, one thing I want to make it absolutely clear, today in India, the sentiment that national interest comes first. Such kind of a behavior or such kind of an attitude will not be tolerated or welcomed. And if this attitude continues, we will not have any other option other than follow the Chinese route of having re-education camps for these guys or throw them to Pakistan. These are the 2 options which would be left to the people of India.
The vote banks of BJP in Assam. Those people are the vote banks, Hindu vote banks in Assam of the BJP.
Let there be, yaar. If some Hindus come, it's all right.
The story Arnab said might be true in Kashmir also. The BJP might win Kashmir just by saying that the Hindu vote banks are there. The Bangladeshis are infiltrated.
You want to reply?
By the BJP in Kashmir. Your story might be
These
true.
are absurd allegations, Arnab. In the last 10 years, in the last 9 years since we have formed the government in Assam, we have been so strict against illegal migrants. They are being thrown out right at the border. They are not even allowed to enter. And the CM personally supervises these instances. The CM personally supervises these instances and tweets about them. That is how transparent we are in Assam dealing with illegal migrants. We are not like the Congress party and Arnab. Since you are from Assam, let me give you, let me take you back in history. When was the first time? Bordoloi, the first chief minister of Assam, wrote to Nehru. It was on 7th May 1949. That is when he had said if illegal migration from East Pakistan is not stopped, Assam is going to face precarious. 11 days later, on 18th May 1946, Nehru wrote that you should have an accommodative approach, you should have an accommodative attitude towards illegal migrants. So the Congress has encouraged illegal migrants for the last 7 decades, and therefore they will never allow them to be shunted out of the country. And the Congress supporter and Bhadoria ji from Samajwadi Party, it's too rich for them to even talk about what we have done. We have done what you could never imagine.
Bhadoria.
बीजेपी 2 भाग में बटी हुई है। एक वो बीजेपी जो अपने हिंदुस्तानी मुस्लिम को कह रही है पाकिस्तानी, सुनिए, बीजेपी क्या 2 भाग में बटी हुई है। एक बीजेपी जो हमारे सेना के शौर्य की तारीफ कर रही है, दूसरी बीजेपी विजय शाह जैसी बीजेपी है जो सेना को कह रही है हमारी सुपरक्रेसी आतंकवादी की बहन है। दूसरे भारतीय जनता पार्टी के नेता रवि कुमार जो फौजी IAS ऑफिसर को कह रहे हैं क्या पाकिस्तान से आई है। तीसरे भारतीय जनता पार्टी के नेता जो हमारी बहनों को कह रहे हैं वीरांगना का भाव नहीं था। तो क्या बीजेपी 2 भाग में बटी हुई है क्या बीजेपी के नेता? एक वो नेता जो राष्ट्रभक्ति की बात कर रहे हैं, दूसरे नेता जो हमारे देश के अंदर में अपने लोगों पे सवाल खड़ा कर रहे हैं। तो बीजेपी 2 भाग में बटी है क्या? तो बता दीजिए आप। दूसरी पार्टी को तो
सवाल खड़ा कर रहे हैं।
आपकी पार्टी तो 2 भाग में बटी हुई है। आपकी पार्टी के नेता हमारे सैनिक का अपमान कर रहे हैं, सैनिक अधिकारी का अपमान कर रहे हैं, एक IAS अधिकारी का अपमान कर रहे हैं। यहाँ जो
आप सपोर्ट करेंगे कि नहीं? एक इलीगल माइग्रेंट को हम लोग निकालेंगे। दिल पे हाथ रख के कहिए सपोर्ट करेंगे कि नहीं हमारी सरकार को? दिल पे हाथ रख के कहिए अगले कुछ महीनों में पूरा इलीगल माइग्रेंट का इकोसिस्टम हम खत्म कर देंगे।
सपोर्ट करेंगे, आपके सरकार
सपोर्ट करेंगे कि नहीं? रोएंगे तो नहीं जैसे सोनिया गांधी रोई थी पटला हाउस एनकाउंटर के बाद, वैसे रोएंगे तो नहीं?
अरे रोते आप हो। जल्दी से आपको भी
अरे
निकाल
सलमान खुर्शीद जी से जाके पूछे, सलमान खुर्शीद जी ने बताया था कैसे सोनिया गांधी रो रही थी पाटला हाउस एनकाउंटर के बाद।
अरे
तो आप जो बोल रहे हैं ना पहलगाम के आतंकवादी क्यों नहीं मारे गए, मैं आपको लिख के दे रहा हूँ, बहुत जल्दी मारे जाएंगे, लेकिन उस दिन रोइएगा मत अर्नब के शो पर आके, आंसू मत बहाइएगा जैसे सोनिया गांधी ने आंसू बहाया था पाटला हाउस एनकाउंटर के बाद।
आपका नेशनल सिक्योरिटी सोवरेनिटी हमारे मुल्क के उस वजूद के साथ कोई फर्क नहीं आपको पड़ता है, और ओनली कंसर्न विद कांग्रेस एंड मुस्लिम्स।
Anyway,
अरे हम लोग 1999 के टेररिस्ट से बैकलॉग क्लियर कर रहे हैं। 1999
just a few statistics to share with you. Just a few statistics to share with you. There are more Bangladeshi infiltrators in India than the entire population of Australia, than the entire population of Mumbai, than 6 states: Manipur, Nagaland, Meghalaya, Tripura, Arunachal, Sikkim, Goa, Himachal. 8 states put together. That's about 30 to 40 million Bangladeshis. And if they are in a mall near you, if they are working for you, if they are in your employment, shame on you for supporting them.
Shame on the BJP 11-year rule.
Anyway, we'll catch all the Bangladeshis and throw them out, and this story you will hear about and see reported only on Republic. Ladies and gentlemen, these are serious issues. Nobody picks up these issues. Today I've raised 2 issues that no network is talking about. Operation Langra, the biggest campaign against criminals in Uttar Pradesh. You won't see it on other channels. And the huge national campaign and national consensus against Bangladeshi infiltrators. Ladies and gentlemen, pleasure and privilege bringing the news to you. Without fail, see you tomorrow evening at 8. Good night and goodbye.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
Powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho befikar.
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
पैसा लगाना है तो सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम पे लगाओ, डूबेगा नहीं, जलेगा भी नहीं, कोई खा नहीं जाएगा, धोखा नहीं देगा, ऊपर नीचे भी नहीं होगा, सेफ रहेगा, सिक्योर्ड में मिनिमम 30 साल का रिटर्न देगा। अब इससे बेटर इन्वेस्टमेंट है तो बताओ। सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम, रहो बेफिक्र।
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला।
Mahi sir, how much do you love your fans?
Honestly, I love my new fans. पुराने वाले बेकार में शोर करते।
सर फैंस हैं, शोर तो करेंगे ही ना।
नए वाले नहीं करते। And they listen to what I say.
The new generation Orient BLDC fans. Super silent performance with voice control.